The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Together, we explore the strange and fascinating worlds of the unexplained, the mysteries that hide behind reality. They exist, as we know, in dreams, uncanny perceptions, and sometimes in coincidences that we attribute to fate. When Ethel Brooks, an attractive woman of 43, prepared to debark with her husband Harold at Southampton after a voyage from New York, she was nervous and distracted. He was not unaccustomed to such spells, and being a kind man, spoke sympathetically to her. Is the headache again, darling?
You must be tired of them, Hal. No, it's not a headache.
You're overly excited. Returning to your childhood home after almost 40 years.
No, it's more than that. I don't know how to say it, Hal. I have a premonition.
About what?
I sense... I really can't explain it. That we'd be wise to go home. There's something dreadful waiting for me at Round Tor.
Our mystery story, The Empty Coffin, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Roy Windsor and stars Tony Roberts and Carol Teitel. I'll return shortly with Act One. No one, in my experience, leads an entirely serene life. Happiness is relative. You cannot avoid worry and disappointment. Each of us must face his share of trouble. That certainly is true of those we think of as normal. But what about others who are not just normal? What about Mrs. Brooks and her premonition? I'm sure that you've had hunches, some good and others bad, but premonitions? Late one afternoon, in the paneled office of Dr. Dunbar, a psychiatrist, Ethel Brooks leans forward in her chair, hesitates, and then softly asks,
Am I mad, Doctor?
Tell me why you ask.
Well, my husband told you that...
No. All he told me when he made this appointment was that you have suffered for many years from severe headaches.
Well, physically, there's nothing the matter with me. I guess you'd call it hallucinations. One, not many.
Tell me about yours, Mrs. Brooks.
Well, I always knew that I was born in England. Oh, well, not at first. Later. I was very small at the time of the Blitz.
Ah, you were brought to America. To Providence?
Well, no one told me, but I knew. And when I was older, I'd been adopted from an orphanage. I'd go into a dreamy state, and I could see myself and other children on a big ship, and then landing after many days at sea with everything all black.
With the family that adopted you?
Oh, they were wonderful people. Carl and Agnes Anderson. They knew nothing about me. I grew up as Ethel Anderson. They took me in. They were wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you grew older, did you try to trace your history?
No, it wasn't possible. All kinds of records were destroyed in the bombings.
Oh, of course.
When I was in my teens, I began to have these visions. And after every experience, I'd have a really bad headache.
Now, in those visions...
Well, that's when I saw myself on the ship. It was blacked out.
Did you see anything else?
Yes, I did. I saw myself in Cornwall and Devonshire. And I lived in a great house near Camelford. Oh, that's near Camelot, you know.
I didn't know. That's interesting. Did you ever return to England?
No, I've lived in Providence since the time I was 4. If I ever really knew my name, I don't now, and neither do the Andersons.
But what about the orphanage?
Closed. I didn't want to hurt the Andersons by inquiring about me through whoever ran it. Anyway, the woman who ran it died years ago.
Well, that's a remarkable story, Mrs. Brooks. Your hallucinations are real. I can tell you one thing. They will persist until you drive them from your mind. And so will those headaches. My advice is go to Camelford and satisfy yourself about your roots. Once you've done that, you'll be well.
Read this, Doctor.
Well, for heaven's sake, the past has come to you.
Yes, first in my visions, and now in fact.
Interesting, Mrs. Brooks. This letter from Camelford about your real father's death.
I'm tempted to tear it up, Doctor.
Ethel?
Oh, hello, darling. Oh, don't squeeze so hard. Don't forget, Hal. I'm a mental case.
Is that what Dr. Dunbar told you? Seriously, what did he have to say? Come, sit down. Did you like it?
Very much.
You told him everything?
And I showed him this.
Oh. Who's the letter from?
Begin with the envelope.
From England.
Read.
It's from a solicitor. That means attorney over here.
Even lawyer.
Well, let's see what he has to say.
He says quite a lot.
Ethel, this is wonderful. They found you. You're an heiress. Forgive me, darling. I'm sorry about your father.
I don't even remember him, Hal. Carl Anderson is my father. Well, now I know my original name. Gill.
Ethel Gill. I'll be darned. After all these years. And Tobias Gill's estate passes to you. Well, where the devil has he been all these years?
I don't know. The lawyer, Mr. Nelson, who sent the letter, might. I really don't know. Isn't that strange?
Yes, it's spooky. In those dreams of yours, did you ever see him?
No. Only the house near Camelford. I can't explain it, Hal. And neither could Dr. Dunbar. But he accepts it.
And the name of the place is Round Tor. Tor?
A hill. A craggy hill. Cornwall's pretty rugged country.
Well, this calls for a celebration. We'll go out to dinner and talk over plans.
Plans for what?
My real estate brokerage can take care of itself for a few weeks.
What's coming to you?
England. Cornwall. Camelford. We'll go by ship and have a wonderful vacation for 3 or 4 weeks.
Have you taken leave of your
We can afford it easily. If you...
Hal, I intend to write to Mr. Nelson and tell him to sell the estate for whatever it is.
No, sirree. I want to evaluate that house and the land myself. Oh, maybe it's so wonderful we won't want to sell it.
Oh, but really...
I am determined to make the trip. Besides, aren't you curious to see where you grew up? What's the matter with you, my dear? Why the frown?
It's just that after all these years, I just don't like, rooting around in the past.
But it's interesting, and it's your history.
I know, but...
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll speak to Dr. Dunbar and...
You don't have to. He thinks I should visit Round Tor. He thinks that if I go there, my hallucinating may stop.
Thank the Lord.
He doesn't guarantee it, but he did tell me to go.
Well, then that's settled. We'll celebrate, and tomorrow I'll make arrangements for the voyage. Then you can write to Nelson.
Hal, dear.
Yes?
I don't know why it is, but I'm afraid.
Good morning, Ross.
Hey, that is me, Mr. Nelson. Good morning.
Are you well? And your family?
Oh, for a man of my age, I hold up pretty well. My wife and son are in vigorous health, thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you. The accounts are...
No, Ross. I wanted to see you on a personal matter. I have news. I have located Mr. Gill's daughter.
What? In heaven's name, Mr. Nelson, it can't be. It's well nigh 40 years.
It really is true, Ross.
You've knocked me over, Mr. Nelson. Oh, it's joyous news. Mr. Gill told us that the child had been killed when the Nazis bombed London. My goodness, and I can't grasp it yet.
It was Mr. Gill who led me to the discovery. Shortly before he died, he told me that Ethel had been taken by ship from Liverpool to America.
His repentance came mighty late. It's a sad story, isn't it?
Tragic. Wife and child.
Mr. Gill and his lady and child left for London when the warning about an invasion came, and later he returned with her body. We buried it in the family plot, killed during a raid.
I heard the story from my father. But the child escaped. How, I don't know. Mr. Gill said that the child, along with many others, was taken by lorry to Liverpool. There they embarked for the States. The ship docked in Providence. A correspondent of mine consulted the British consul there, and together they managed to trace a number of English children who had been placed in an orphanage for adoption.
But why was Gill's daughter considered an orphan?
I don't know, Ross. I asked Gill, but he claimed that the child and the mother had been killed. There are no records.
Then if I might ask, how did you ever find Ethel Gill?
From records in Providence pertaining to adoption. We found out that the child had been adopted by Carl and Agnes Anderson.
And there's no question that the woman who is returning here to Round Tor is Ethel Gill?
None whatsoever.
And her married name?
Brooks. Mrs. Harold Brooks.
Brooks.
I wrote to her when I was pretty certain that she was Gill's daughter. I received a reply late yesterday. She and her husband will land at Southampton in a few days. I don't know what she plans to do with the estate.
Well, I welcome her return. I've been caretaker and tenant farmer for almost 50 years. Round Tor has been my home. If it's sold, I might be kept on. If not, I've provided for myself and family.
May I ask you something of a personal nature, Ross? I don't mean to be impertinent.
Ask away, Mr. Nelson.
My father, he's retired, you know, told me that Gill took his wife and child to London for 2 reasons. He feared that Cornwall would be invaded, and he wanted his child, Ethel, to be enrolled in a proper school in or near London.
That's what he gave us to understand.
Did that strike you as peculiar?
Well, it was peculiar, Mr. Nelson. You might say it was leading lambs to a slaughter. London was not safe at that time.
Gill returned alone?
With his wife dead and the casket ready for burial. It broke my heart. She was a fine, gentle lady.
When he returned, what was Gill like?
Grim. More worried than sorrowing. The casket was placed in the parlor where the corpse could be viewed, so I was told.
You didn't pay your last respects?
I wanted to remember the lady living, not dead. I did attend the funeral 2 days later.
Interesting.
You sound puzzled, Mr. Nelson. What is it that would be troubling you?
Their history doesn't altogether make sound sense. Does it to you, Ross? Isn't there some element missing in this mystery?
I'm content that the child is returning. The past, Mr. Nelson, is like a funeral gone by.
Well, whatever it is that still hangs over the life and death of Tobias Gill will lift. Then we'll know the entire truth, Ross. The entire truth.
Past may be like a funeral gone by, but to the English solicitor, Ralph Nelson, something lies hidden there about Tobias Gill and the deaths of his young wife and child. He feels that it will reveal itself. Perhaps Mrs. Brooks knows or has seen something in one of her persistent dreams that will complete the puzzle. I will return shortly with Act 2. The awful Battle of Britain killed thousands and maimed more. The bombings destroyed official and personal records. Families were separated, and children evacuated to the country. Some left England's shores. Now, one of those children, Mrs. Harold Brooks, is returning to the land of her birth, to Camelford, near the Camelot of legend and history. She and her husband are in their stateroom as the liner is being docked.
We should be on deck, Ethel. This is exciting for me.
You go ahead, Hal. I'll be all right.
Darling, relax.
I've tried to, but last night...
Another experience. I don't know what else to call it, Ethel.
Neither do I. But the closer we come to land, the more intense they become.
What you see and the headache?
There must be something wrong with me, Hal.
Trust Dr. Dunbar. He said that you'd be cured if you actually saw what you've envisioned. Round tour, Camelford, the countryside.
I know.
I wish that somehow I could shake you out of your... whatever they are. Your depression.
I won't brighten up until we're on our way home.
Ethel. Darling, you're crying.
I'm sorry. It's the ship.
The ship? Now, what in the world?
It reminds me of what happened when I was almost 4. Sent away from my home, sent to America. It's so long ago, Hal, but I can see it now in my mind's eye.
Well, of course. That was a bad time, Ethel. But this is a good one. A happy time. You've come back to claim your birthright and a piece of your land.
Before you persuaded me to make the trip, I told you I was afraid. And now, Hal, I'm more than afraid. You'll see that I'm right. There is something about my past, about Round Tour, that is evil. There's something wrong about it.
Well, I don't agree, darling. I admit it's funny that you were found by Mr. Nelson after your father's death and not while he was alive.
Well, why didn't my father try to find me during the past 40 years?
Well, he thought you died in the bombing.
Oh, no. He knew I was alive. He didn't want to find me. What was his secret?
That sounds like dramatizing, my dear.
You'll see that it isn't.
Well, then let's find out the explanation.
Well, it's the explanation I'm afraid of, Hal. That's why I have this premonition of something dreadful that we might discover.
Good morning. I'm Ralph Nelson.
I'm Ethel Brooks. This is my husband, Harold.
How do you do?
Much better, now that you're really here. I'm very glad to see you. Did you have a nice crossing?
Just fine. And the drive here from Plymouth was very interesting.
Do sit down. I must say I had the devil's own time trying to find you, Mrs. Brooks. I'm very happy that I did.
Do you know why my wife's father didn't try to find her until you found her after he had died?
That has troubled us.
I can understand that. I really do not know the answer.
Is it okay to ask if he knew that Ethel was still alive?
I don't know that, Mr. Brooks.
Well, this is like pulling teeth.
Pardon me?
Well, was it assumed that Ethel Gill died with her mother in an air raid?
That is what Mr. Gill gave my father to understand. I took over his legal practice many years after the war, you see.
Well, then what caused you to initiate a search after Mr. Gill's death?
He was a dying man when he spoke to me. He whispered that his daughter might still be alive.
Why?
Because she was boarding at a school outside London, I managed to learn that some of the children were taken by train to Liverpool. After considerable checking, I did learn that a ship had sailed with children aboard to America.
I remember that voyage.
You do? How was that possible?
Well, I have this ability
Ethel, we can talk about that later. The fact remains that your father knew or suspected for almost 40 years that you might be alive.
and didn't lift a finger to find me.
Now, doesn't that strike you as odd, Mr. Nelson? What kind of man was Tobias Gill?
I never knew Mr. Gill socially, but my father did. He has told me that Gill was a hard, self-righteous, humorless man, arrogantly independent.
He was a farmer?
Once. Later, when he prospered, he turned his land, 50 acres, over to a tenant farmer who was also caretaker of Round Tor. He is a wonderful old man named Ross Luddington.
Is he still the caretaker?
As of now, yes.
Is he tall and straight, with a craggy, handsome face and a mustache.
As a matter of fact, he still is all those things. Aged, of course, but still a fine-looking old fellow. How did you know, Mrs. Brooks? More of that remarkable memory of yours?
I do sort of remember a man like that.
Mr. Gill didn't make some dramatic deathbed confession or something, did he?
No. Only that he thought that his child might have escaped death from the bombings.
But he didn't tell that to anyone during his lifetime.
Not that I know of.
Well, sir, you have been kind and helpful. As Ethel said, we owe you a great debt of gratitude.
Thank you. I'll have my clerk take you to your hotel.
It is beginning to be exciting, Hal.
Good. This is the first time in weeks that you've sounded lighthearted. You'll see, Ethel. Those dire predictions of yours are not true.
Dire predictions?
Well, my wife, for years, has seen Camelford and Round Tour in her dreams or in visions. It's frightened her.
Good heavens. Why?
Because I have been troubled by what I have seen, Mr. Nelson. I still am. You have taken time to tell us something about Round Tour, but there's more to the story than you know, or I. But I make this prediction. What is still hidden from us will surface soon after I have stepped inside the cottage at the top of that round hill.
It's beautiful. This is quite a piece of property, Ethel. I love it.
It is lovely, isn't it? Mr. Gill clung to the thatched roof.
Round Tour. If I could only remember everything.
Perhaps more will come back to you after you visit with Ross. Oh, there he is now.
Well, bless my old soul. It's the child returned.
Hello, Mr. Luddington.
Oh, mister, is it? Never did you call me any other than Ross, my girl.
This is my husband, Mr. Brooks.
Ah, and a grand man he does seem to be. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Luddington.
Let me look at you. The Lord works many miracles, Miss Ethel, and your return is one of them.
If you'll excuse me, I want to have a word with Thomas.
He'll be waiting for you, Mr. Nelson. Tell the old lady to serve you a cup of tea and some scones.
Enjoy your visit. I'll be back in half an hour.
Well, it's wonderful to see you, Miss Ethel. Grown up and married.
And the mother of 2 fine children, a son and a daughter.
Marvelous. You'll excuse me staring at you, Miss Ethel, but...
Oh, look, the first thing, Ross, is to forget Miss Ethel. Just plain Ethel will do.
Aye, direct like your dear dead mother, buried yonder in the family plot. Well, come into the house. With Mr. Nelson's permission, I've brewed a pot of tea for us, and I have some fresh scones. Then I'll show you around. Come along. The door's open. Come right in.
It's charming, Ethel. What a childhood you had.
Would have had, dear.
Aye, you were close on 4 when he took the 2 of you away. Well, now, come into this sitting room here on the right.
Oh, sit here by me, Hal. Ross, shall I pour?
Oh, if you would, lass.
Is that, Mr. Gill on that wall, Mr. Luddington?
That'd be Tobias Gill himself.
He's a stern-looking man. I don't remember him at all.
Well, you had no reason to, child. There was a nanny looking after you. Mr. Gill had no time for you. Or his wife, for that matter, poor thing.
What happened, Ross, 40 years ago?
Mr. Gill had heard that the coast might be invaded by the Nazis. He hired a car and took his lady and you to London. They placed you in a boarding school. Your nanny had left for reasons I won't go into, and stayed the night in a hotel. He returned alone in a small lorry. In it was a coffin, and in it lay your sweet mother.
How terrible.
It was a blow from which we have not recovered.
Have you a picture of my mother, Ross?
Well, it so happens that I do have. I placed it face down on that little round table. Here it is.
Beautiful.
Oh, isn't she lovely? Ross, where was this picture taken?
Oh, in this very parlor.
Yes, but where's the fireplace and the mantel?
Eh? Oh, Mr. Gill had that boarded up years and years ago.
Why? It looks like a wonderful fireplace.
A frugal man he was. He said the fireplace wasted heat.
Were all his money?
The same.
Huh. You know what strikes me, darling, if I might say so?
What?
Well, there's your father's grim portrait hanging on the wall. And here's your sweet mother.
Yes. Go on.
Well, I'll ask Mr. Luddington.
Aye.
Mr. Luddington, do you see any resemblance between Ethel and her mother and father?
Dating from the 17th century, there is the English phrase, the skeleton at the feast, meaning that someone present has a secret to conceal. Ethel Brooks is certain that there is a secret about her background that will be revealed on her visit to her childhood home of Round Tor. And revealed it must be if, literally, she is ever again to enjoy peace of mind. Perhaps we'll find out when I return with Act 3. I'm almost certain that at some time in your life you have experienced the sense of an event which you seem able to foreshadow. It might be vague. Maybe it's just a hunch. Whatever it is, you're not entirely surprised when it happens. Isn't it strange that Ethel Brooks, orphaned to America as a small child, has persistently been able to picture Round Tor in Cornwall, England, where she was born? Well, she and her husband are asleep. It is 10 o'clock.
Hal. Wake up, Hal.
What time is it? Ethel.
Listen.
Listen? Listen to what? Are you having another... whatever it is?
No, it's someone sobbing.
Let me switch on the light.
I'm not dreaming, Hal. I hear it. It's someone downstairs crying.
Oh, there is no one downstairs crying.
There is.
Well, there isn't, but I'll step downstairs and check if that'll satisfy you.
I'll go with you.
All right. Come along. Put on your slippers. It's cold.
Switch on the stairs light.
Okay.
Hal.
Yes?
Hal, it's coming from the parlor.
Darling, nothing's coming from anywhere. Are you really awake?
Don't be nasty.
Well, I hear nothing. Look, come into the kitchen and I'll pour you a glass of milk. And then you're going back to bed, all right?
It's gone.
Uh-huh.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. Really, I'm all right now. Forget the milk. I'll go back to bed.
Are you all right?
I am now. I think I know. Are you coming up?
In a few minutes, darling. A bit of fresh air might be good.
Don't be long, Hal.
Why, Mr. Luddington.
Good evening, sir. Just making my last round. It's early, only a little past 9. Is the lady asleep?
Well, she woke up suddenly with, well, she was frightened. She claims she heard sobbing and that it came from somewhere in the parlor. I didn't hear anything. It's nerves, probably.
Aye, could be.
You think she could have heard anything, Mr. Luddington?
Well, if she says so, it is possible. Mrs. Brooks told me how in America she could see Round Tor, and how as a child there she voyaged on a dark ship.
That's hallucinating.
I don't doubt it. Your wife's a Cornish woman, And there may be persons hereabouts who have that gift.
You believe in that stuff? Ghosts, visions, messages from the dead?
There may be some that do, yes, sir.
But do you?
I don't disbelieve it, Mr. Brooks. Well, sir, I'll be wishing you good night.
Good night. Crying, sobbing, and the old man believes that Ethel might have the gift. I'd better have something stronger than a glass of milk. Good morning, my dear.
Oh, good morning, Hal. Oh, you've had breakfast?
Yes, ma'am. How about some ham and eggs?
Oh, where'd you get all that stuff?
Ross brought it over. Have some tea.
Oh, thank you. That'll be nice.
You had a sound sleep? No more sobbing?
Nope.
What did you mean last night when you went back upstairs and said, I think I know? Know what?
I'd rather not say.
Okay. Just so you're all right.
Hal, I want to leave Round Tour.
Hey, we just arrived. We'll need a week.
No, we can leave everything to Mr. Nelson.
Meaning what?
Oh, nothing much. I just don't want to sell the property.
Oh?
You're disappointed?
You're thinking of Luddington and his family.
No, it's not a matter of Ross being dispossessed. It's that Round Tour is where his roots are. When he dies, we'll return and sell it then.
Ethel, I like this place. Why don't we stay just a few more days? The Luddingtons have been extremely kind, and let's not be rude and rush off after just one day. Will you indulge me?
Of course. 2 more days, and then I must put this past behind me forever. I'm going for a stroll.
I'll go with you. It's a beautiful morning.
No, please. I want to be by myself. I want to visit my mother's grave. Laura Miles Gill. Born 1914. Died 1941. Killed during the bombing of London. May her soul now find peace. Let no man disturb it.
Good morning, lass.
Oh, good morning, Ross. Oh, she would have been 64.
Aye. Your mother was a remarkable woman. A lovely and a kind lady.
And this is where she is interred.
I dug the grave myself.
Ross, if my mother was killed in an air raid, how could my father have escaped?
I don't know.
But they were together in London at the boarding school where they left me.
So we were given to understand.
It could happen, I suppose, but I don't believe it.
Well, it cannot bring her back from the grave, lass.
I wonder. I heard her sobbing in the house last night.
So your husband told me.
You believe me?
I can, that. What does it mean, do you think?
I think it means... No. I better not say.
And it's better for me not to ask.
It will shock you, Ross. I think that this is an empty grave.
It's an extraordinary request.
I realize that, Mr. Nelson. I know you have to get some sort of court order, but that shouldn't be too difficult. She is my mother.
Ethel, let me say again that what you want to do is very disagreeable to me. There's something sacrilegious about an exhumation. Your mother was brought back from London. The body was viewed and buried. In sacred ground, you have no basis for your doubts or for the request.
I agree with your husband, Mrs. Brooks.
Then I'll dig her up myself, with Ross Luddington's help.
Oh, no.
You're dead serious about this?
Yes, I am. From the time I began seeing Round Tour in my visions, for want of a better word, I've known I'd really known that there was something very wrong about it. About my parents, about me, orphaned to America. And then the closer we came to Camelford, the stronger my sense became that there was something evil about my history. And then I heard her sobbing.
Extraordinary.
Ethel, look, this morning you wanted to go home at once. Well, let's. We'll pack and be away from Round Tour by tonight.
No, Hal, because now I want the truth. I want my mother's body exhumed at once. Pry open the casket, Ross.
Oh, Lord, forgive me. I cannot.
Then I'll do it.
No. I'll do it. Give me that wedge, Ross.
You're determined, Ethel.
Please.
Oh, Lord Almighty. Mr. Nelson.
It's empty.
I knew it would be.
Sit down, Mr. Nelson. I'll boil water for tea.
Well, I'll do that, Hal. I won't be long.
What a gruesome experience, Mr. Brooks.
An empty coffin. Unbelievable.
It's positively weird that your wife seemed to know it all the time.
What could have happened?
I haven't the vaguest. The body was viewed in this very sitting room, so Ross told us, and it was confirmed by the undertaker who prepared the body for burial.
It's a terrible shock.
Except to your wife.
Well, what do we do now?
You and I do nothing. This grotesque discovery does not affect the inheritance. It's simply a nasty mystery. I have no advice for you or for me. The problem is your wife's.
What problem? Well, here are some tea cakes. The tea is steeping. Problem?
Well, we're stumped, darling. We can't explain what we discovered or what to do next.
Well, we have to find out what really happened.
I don't see how we can.
I don't either. Not at this moment. But I have the beginnings of an idea. Do you remember last night when I said, I know, and didn't want to tell you what it was?
Yes?
Well, it was the sobbing, Hal. I really heard it. You didn't.
I no longer doubt it, Ethel. Go on.
It meant, well, to me, it meant that some poor soul was in limbo, if that's the right word.
A soul barred from heaven through no fault of its own?
Exactly. Now, who could it be? I knew that it was my mother, and that meant that she had died without Christian burial. Perhaps that she had died in the air raid. But there is another possibility.
And what is that, Mrs. Brooks?
She was murdered.
Ethel, lass, you cannot mean it.
But I do, Ross.
We're going to break down the wall where the chimney be walled up.
It's her house, Ross. We'll do what she says.
Well, I don't understand at all, not at all.
Was I wrong about the empty coffin? Was it empty, Ross?
Except for several huge stones.
My father placed those stones in the coffin to give it weight.
Aye.
And disposed of the body elsewhere.
If that be true.
It has to be true.
But the chimney, lass. I covered it myself with laths and plaster because
he said the chimney wasted heat.
So he said.
Let's get to work, Ross.
It will make an awful mess, Mr. Brooks.
And solve a worse one. How?
Well, here goes. Yes.
There's nothing in the chimney.
But there must be. How?
Let me take a look.
Reach up and into the chimney.
I'm doing my best. There is something. It's good Lord.
Oh, no.
It's a human bone.
I once heard him say he'd kill her. He did it in London. I know it now.
But why, Ross? Why would Gil have done a thing like this? Why?
I didn't think he knew.
Knew? Knew what?
The lass will know, I think. You must not forget, Mr. Brooks. She has the gift. You wanted to see me, lass?
Yes, Ross.
Do you know, my dear?
Yes.
I loved your mother very much.
I believe you.
Gil abused her, tainted her, crushed her spirit. Like stepping on a wildflower. I often felt like killing him. When she came to me, it's better that I say no more. He broke her spirit. In his methodical way, he suspected. And then he acted.
I think I've known it since I first met you. Father.
Forgive me. In God's name, forgive us both.
You loved her, and I love you, Father.
And so ends another tale of the macabre. A skeleton at the feast, indeed. Insight, the intense kind that certain persons possess, sometimes reveals a secret buried for years. A premonition can reveal it. A very small world, isn't it? When an English orphan in America can question a death and expose a murder. I'll be back shortly.
This is Gene King for your Better Business Bureau. Our inner world is entirely private and fascinating because each mind and soul is unique. Many creative persons have had hallucinations, which psychiatry today would label psychoses. Fortunately for Mrs. Brooks, Dr. Duncan did not place a label on her, and now her mind is clear. Our cast included Tony Roberts, Carol Teitel, Court Benson, and Gordon Gould. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The threat of a strike by the nation's air traffic controllers became a possibility again today. The executive board of their union is recommending rejection of the tentative agreement reached last month, just hours before a strike deadline. Results of the ratification vote won't be known for about a month, but it appears the membership will vote no. Reports of a Soviet naval buildup in the Mediterranean. The Soviets apparently have more ships in the area than they've had in 4 years. U.S. intelligence sources say they're planning a joint exercise next week with Syria, a move that's seen as a warning to Israel not to attack the Syrian missiles in southern Lebanon. The Reagan administration took great pains today to deny that the embargo has been lifted on delivery of U.S. fighter planes to Israel. Officials said that no decision has yet been made, and it won't be until they complete a review of that Israeli bombing attack on a nuclear reactor in Iraq. At issue whether the raid violated a U.S.-Israeli agreement. In Israel, the political standoff continues after Tuesday's indecisive election. Prime Minister Begin and opposition leader Shimon Peres.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Once again, we are fortunate enough to bring you an extraordinary tale from the pen of H.G. Wells. This, one of his stories from the classic Time Machine. Herbert George Wells, born over 100 years ago, had a bold, creative power that not only captured the spirit of the future, but has excited and stunned the millions who have been spellbound by his vision.
Eduardo,
What are you doing? Just making sure all the backpacks are secure. Go back to sleep, Carlos. I saw something flashing in your hand. What are you taking out of that bag? Quiet. We will wake them up, Eduardo. You're stealing. She'll never miss it. What is one little diamond to a woman with all that money? Our mystery drama, Search for Eden, adapted from a story by H.G. Wells, written especially for the Mystery Theater by Gerald Keane, stars Lloyd Battista. I'll be back shortly with Act One. To begin this imaginative account by H.G. Wells, let me start by reading to you how he begins the story. 300 miles from Chimborazo, 100 miles from the snows of Cotopaxi, in the wildest wastes of Ecuador's Andes, there lies a mysterious mountain valley cut off from the world of men. But our story first unfolds in the city.
Another beer, Eduardo?
I might as well. Why not?
Waiter, make that 2 beers.
Carlos, I must be crazy sitting here in this street cafe.
I've never accused you of being completely sane.
I'm not joking. Here we sit, the 2 mountain climbers, on these uncomfortable little chairs at a dirty little table in a cafe in the middle of the noisiest, smelliest city in all Ecuador. Why are we here? What in the name of Saint Sebastian are we doing here?
Drinking beer.
Drinking beer. When we should be on some high mountain.
But to enjoy our profession, one needs money. And while there is beauty on a mountain pass or clear water in a brook, there's no money in it.
Money. I despise it.
I've noticed that about you, Eduardo. That's why you're always at the racetrack or with the moneylenders or gambling. My old friend, I know you. You'd do anything for money.
Maybe what I hate is not having it.
All our equipment needs repair. The cleats of my boots are worn down, useless. Our rope's too heavy. We need a new lightweight kind. I'm not even mentioning a whole new set of pitons.
But we don't belong in the city. You will agree to that.
You haven't heard a word I said. This is where the money is, at sea level. This is where you find the tourists. At the Excelsior Hotel, there is a Mr. and Mrs. John Murray from San Francisco.
San Francisco, USA?
Don't interrupt. Mr. and Mrs. Murray are looking for a guide. They wish to climb the Andes. Not all the Andes, just the nearest.
And how do you know all this?
I've already talked to them. Tomorrow morning, you and I together will meet them.
Is this definite?
Who do you think is paying for these beers? Mr. and Mrs. Murray.
I tell you, gentlemen, my wife and I have traveled extensively all over the world. We've done the Matterhorn and the Jungfrau. I mean, we've been up there, haven't we, Margaret?
Oh, yeah.
So I said to her, Margaret, here we are in Ecuador. Here we are, and right here on our doorstep, so to speak, the most beautiful mountains in the entire world. And that's where you gentlemen come in.
Well, so then you are not novices to mountain climbing.
You heard, Mr. Murray, Carlos. Matterhorn, Jungfrau. Well, now that you put it that way, not exactly climbing, I'd say. I wouldn't say that, would you, Margaret?
No.
You went mountain climbing, but you did not climb? I didn't say that. I said we went up the Matterhorn and the Jungfrau. We went up as far as the funicular would take us. The cable car, that is. It's quite a scary climb. I mean, you have to have a feeling for heights to enjoy it. Wouldn't you say that, Margaret?
No, yes.
But this time, no little trolley car hanging in the air for us. No, sir. On our feet. So, what say, gentlemen?
Well, there are many beautiful places in the mountains, and I would suggest that the first climb be a modest one.
Modest? You mean, not too high? Carlos is right. You know, the air is very thin in the Andes, and you must acclimatize yourself to it gradually. How do you feel about that, Margaret? No point our wearing ourselves out first time round, eh?
I have heard of a mysterious hidden valley somewhere in the Andes Mountains, which is like an Eden. Is that true?
Oh, Mrs. Murray, no one knows. There is such a legend that this Eden in the Andes Mountains does exist.
But I will say this. There is not one mountaineer the whole length of the Cordilleras who has not tried to find that valley.
Could we look for it?
Kind of a Shangri-La, is it? Well, how about that, gentlemen? How about that? Shangri-La or bust?
We could take you up into the area where it is believed this Valley of Eden exists, but the chances are we wouldn't find it.
Can we make that our first climb?
Yes, Mrs. Murray, we can undertake that climb, but it would be advisable not to be your first.
Carlos is right. Let us make it the second or the third or fourth time, and you will be all of the more experienced mountaineers by then. Well, now then, gentlemen, if you don't mind, Margaret and I are going into town to do a little shopping. We always like to look for gifts for the folks back home. How much of you fellas need to start us off the first day? I know you don't have to tell me equipment, food, whatever it takes. Well, I got my trusty little checkbook right here. Now, what would you say? 1,000 to start us off? Is that so crazy? Or dollars, Mr. Murray? Well, I should say not good old American USA dollars. Yes, sir. And I'll come downstairs with you to the hotel desk to make sure they cash it. There is nothing like being rich.
In the 10 years we've climbed together, you spent 9 of them talking about money.
I have. I know I have. That is because I never had much. Did you notice the size of that diamond Mrs. Murray was wearing? Oh, it flashed like the lighthouse at Guayaquil.
I saw it. You never stop, do you?
You can talk about the love of mountaineering and let them believe there is an Eden somewhere which everyone has been looking for since the Incas. But I climb for money.
Eduardo, just suppose, if you and I could find that valley, farmlands, peace, like the beginning of civilization, unspoiled, what would you do?
Oh, Carlos, to tell you the truth, I don't know if at my age I could appreciate such a place.
I could give up all this so-called civilized life like that. If I were to find that Eden, I would never come back down the mountain.
You forget one thing, my boy. So you'll find this Eden, this garden. Then you are like Adam. But what good is this Eden to you, Adam, without an Eve? Come. Let us finish our drinks and go to the stores and buy the best of climbing gear they have to sell. I must say, Eduardo, I never thought we'd be caught in a blizzard sitting in a tent miles up on the side of a mountain.
How long do these blizzards keep up, Eduardo?
This one could keep going all night. But we will know better when Carlos gets back. How can he tell traipsing around out there?
Well, why don't we ask him when he gets back here?
I would advise the both of you to climb into your sleeping bags just in case. Just in case what? I don't wish to alarm you, but the last time Carlos and I were caught in such a snowstorm, suddenly a great wind came up and carried our tent into the air like a great sail. So we always advise, remain in your sleeping bags. Good thinking. You see, Margaret? You get what you pay for. You hire experts, you get expert attention. Hey, here he comes.
Oh, stay where you are. I'll tie the tent flaps fast on the inside. It's nasty out there.
Carlos, you're covered in ice. You look just like a snowman.
Wait, I'll get my hood off.
How is it, Carlos?
Oh, I think we're in for it. I made about 50 meters in both directions. We're a little protected by a snow peak above us. That ought to hold back some of the wind.
Any signs when it'll let up?
Well, there's no way of being sure, Mr. Murray. But we are perfectly safe here.
Yeah. So, this is where we spend the night, eh, Carlos?
Well, we've no choice.
If it stops by morning, can we keep on going?
I wouldn't like to promise it. I think it would be wise if we turn back. Don't you agree, Carlos?
Well, yes, I do. I'm sorry, Mrs. Murray. I know you had your heart set on finding that hidden valley. But I think it's the wrong time of year.
Well, can't have everything. We've had a week of different climbs, and I, for one, am very satisfied.
I'm so disappointed. Are you sure we can't find the Eden Valley?
Mrs. Murray, I would like to find it as much as you would. It's the dream of my life. But right now, the best thing for us to do is to get inside our sleeping bags and settle down for the night. Eduardo and I will keep watch. And we'll keep this lantern lit. It's more comforting to have a light burning during a storm.
go to sleep, Carlos. What are you doing? Just making certain all the packs are secure. I saw something flashing in your hand. What do you have there? It is nothing. Nada. Be quiet or you will wake up Mr. and Mrs. Murray. I'm getting up. Eduardo, let go of me. You're twisting my arm. Give me what's in your hand. I will not give you. Eduardo, you're stealing. We never visit what is one little diamond to a woman who has all that money.
What is that? Is that noise?
It is nothing. Nothing.
It is something.
An avalanche. An avalanche. I'm going outside to see which way it's heading. Eduardo, keep everyone here. It's coming from the snowpack. Snow and ice roared down the mountain, miraculously missing the tent and its 3 occupants. Next morning, the sun rose on a landscape completely changed by the avalanche. Eduardo searched for hours for his partner. He found nothing. He led his party back down the mountain, then gathered together a rescue party. For Carlos has completely disappeared. I shall be back shortly with Act 2. To paint the scene for us, let's turn again to the author of this tale, Mr. H.G. Wells, who tells us that the mountaineer fell 1,000 feet and came down in the midst of a cloud of snow upon a deep snow slope. Down this he was whirled, stunned, and insensible, but without a bone broken in his body, and then at last lay still, buried amidst the white masses of snow that had saved him. I called an animal fall over here.
No, Doctor. It was over here. Put your hand down and touch the big hole in the snow.
Yes, Miguel, you are right. Perhaps it is good for eating.
Whatever animal will have broken its neck, so we have no fear of it. Reach down with me into the snow. Hey, hello. What is it?
Listen, this animal speaks with our tongue.
Oh, where am I? Am I dreaming? Hello up there. Can you pull me up?
A man from the snow. Miguel, it will reach far down. We can both lift him. You hold him by one arm. I'll hold him by the other. Ready?
I have him ready to lift. Where am I? Who are you?
Oh, he is a poor creature, this man of the snow. He knows nothing.
It's a miracle. Nothing broken. I can stand.
Speaks like a man.
But you don't have to help me. I can stand alone.
Touch his face.
What are you doing?
Feel the coarseness of his hair.
Yes, coarse like a llama's hair.
Come along with us, man from the snow. We will hold you and guide you.
A man.
Oh, you are walking well. That's it.
I don't know why you don't let me walk by myself.
I'm a doctor. I decide. You are imperfect, snowman, and you will fall.
We will take care of you. You've fallen into our world. He must have come from the roof. Well, I've come from over the mountains, from way up there on the other side, halfway up to the sun.
Way up where? There is mist, and above that, the roof.
I assure you, you don't have to drag me along like this.
Oh, he is a stubborn one. I have a good mind to let him find his own way.
Oh, no, Doctor. The elder says we must be kind to the imperfect one. What are you talking about, imperfect? If I wasn't in such good physical shape, I'd be dead now in that avalanche. I see where we're going. The snow line ends and there's a path through green fields. Yes, I can see.
See? What is see?
Imagine. Way up there it is winter. Down here it is summer. Oh, very strange.
He talks much, doesn't he? But his words are elusive. No question. We must take him directly to Juan, the elder.
Who is that?
Juan, the wise man of our village.
There you are, you stumbled. If I hadn't caught you, you would have fallen again.
Well, I'm a little shaky, that's all. I've been caught in an avalanche, fallen thousands of feet. Naturally, on an unfamiliar path, I'm not very steady, but I can see where I'm going.
You are doing very well. I think we needn't hold him by the arms. We can lead him by the hands.
Oh, I beg your pardon, gentlemen. Now that I look at you closely, I understand. You are both blind, aren't you?
Blind? What is blind?
Oh, we've walked a long way. It's beautiful, and your little village is most quaint. But I don't understand why the houses have only doors and no windows.
Do you know what he's talking about, Doctor?
It does not matter. One can't pay attention to every aberration of the mind.
Well, why are we standing in front of this big cave at the end of your big street?
Go in, Snowman. You first. In there is Juan, the elder.
It's so dark in here. I can't see a thing.
Oh, help, I'm falling. Who is it? Who fell on me? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. It's pitch black in this cave, and I can't see a thing. I'm sorry I fell over you.
Doctor? Miguel, who is this?
A poor unfortunate we found in the snow. He's full of contradictions. He says he can see, or now he says he cannot see.
Sit up, you.
I'd be glad to. I don't understand why you're here in the dark.
What means dark?
Of course. So stupid of me. I beg your pardon. You, Juan the Elder, you are also blind. I am so sorry.
You see what craziness he talks, Juan?
Leave us, Doctor. And thank you for bringing him to me. I wish to talk with this man. You say your name is Carlos.
Oh, yes, I'm a mountaineer. Last night, or it may have been the night before, I was caught in an avalanche. I was carried miles and miles and then dropped in a snowbank not far from here. So by the grace of God, I am alive. May I call you Juan?
By all means, Carlos.
I cannot see your face in the dark, but your voice is warm and comforting.
It is by voice, sounds to our ears, touch to our fingertips, that we know one another.
So you cannot see either, Juan. You are also blind.
Try to explain to me what is this see. There is no one in this valley who would understand you. Sound and touch, yes, and smell and taste, yes, that we know. It is all there is between men. We love, bring children into the world, farm the fields, harvest the crops. We lack nothing.
Your whole village uses only their fingertips and their voices to know one another?
Young man, there is no other way.
Ah, so you are all blind.
Give me your hand. I will guide it to the edge of a post of wood that has always been in the center of this cave. Can you feel it?
Yes, I can.
Now, as you move your hand, count the cats in the wood. Go on.
2, 4, 5, 7.
Go on.
12, 13, 14.
14 generations have left their mark there. 14 generations have kept together, farming, weaving, building, all by sound and by touch. There is nothing else.
Good Lord. This is the country of the blind.
Ah, Carlos, I am asking too much of you. You have fallen from great height, and you said your brain is, of course, somewhat muddled. One can expect that. Do not draw away. I put my hands to your face. This is your nose, yes? We have noses too. But here I feel strange, feather-like things on either side of your nose.
Those are eyelids. Little hairs on them to keep the dust away from... Oh, it's no use.
I can feel the little hairs. They move so fast, these eyelids. And there is a lump under each one.
Those lumps are my eyes.
Eyes.
Oh, they are what I see with.
We will be kind to you, Carlos. We are a good people. We shall make space for you to live and give you food. And perhaps you will work in the fields with everyone else.
Living there in that dark cave?
Oh, no. This is the village meeting place. My daughter, Eva, will show you 2 quarters of your own. Eva, will you come up, please?
Are you always this kind to strangers?
There have never been strangers. You were the first visitor in 14 generations. But because a man comes to us from the snow, a man who is not whole, who has deformities of the face, or talks in meaningless gibberish, we will not send him away. You are welcome here. This is my daughter, Eva. Eva, this is Carlos. He came with the snowfall. An avalanche dumped him into our valley. You will make sure he has a place to sleep and food to eat.
Yes, Father, I shall.
You are Eva?
And you are Carlos.
Oh, your hair is the same color as mine.
Color? What is color?
Oh, you have brown hair. So have I.
Is brown hair something special?
I knew it is, Eva.
You say that in a nice way. You must have had a nice thought with it. The sound of the voice tells the feelings in the heart. You turn here, Carlos.
But how do you know?
There is a notch in the curb which tells me all our streets are made at right angles. But I have lived here all my life. Of course, I know my village.
It's a miracle to me how an entire village can live so harmoniously and so well without fear.
No one here feels deprived of anything. Whatever this seeing is, it doesn't exist. This is your door. You go in here.
None of these houses, none of them have windows. Why?
Windows? What are they?
Or to look out of, to let the light in. Oh, what can I be thinking of? Of course, you would have no need for them.
But I would like to learn what windows are. I better hide if we are going to be friends. I have brought you a bowl of llama's milk and some salted bread. Why are you up here on the steps, Carlos?
Well, it was too dark inside a little house. Besides, I love to watch sunsets.
What is this dark that you don't like? This time of day when the tiny animals make their music, I like it too.
You say day, Eva, but to you, what difference is there between day and night?
Oh, a great deal. Night, animals sleep, we sleep. The earth becomes cool.
You know, I'm sitting here, and I can see the golden red color of the sun going behind that mountain in the sky, going from light to deep blue to purple. Oh, and I am sad that such a beautiful girl as you has never seen it.
I wish you would stop. We have been kind and welcomed you, and your mouth is filled with untruths and lies and words that bring out the anger in me. There are no mountains. The end of the rocks where the llama's grave is the end of the world.
Oh, no.
And over all of us is a smooth roof of stone from which the dew and the snow and the rain fall.
Eva, it isn't so. There is a sky millions of miles high and clouds and stars and a moon all turning in space as we are.
No.
There is no roof. The world is a round ball spinning in a limitless void.
Stop it. I won't hear any more. How can you lie like that? I won't listen to you anymore with your made-up words that make me so angry.
All right. I had better go to see your father again. He's a man of learning. He's my only hope. Please, Eva, lead me to him.
Eva tells me you are filling her ears with strange talk.
unfamiliar, perhaps, but not strange. Do you remember telling me I was the only stranger who had ever come here? Think back and tell me, did anyone ever leave this valley?
Oh, yes. Years ago, I am told, at the time of my grandfather's grandfather, men walked beyond the rocks where the llamas graze, and they must have fallen over the edge, who knows where.
Oh, they didn't die. They came to my land and spoke of this valley. They called it Eden, after a garden where man first lived.
You say the world does not end at the edge of those rocks?
More than that. I say that world where I came from is not as happy a place as you have in this valley. That's why I climbed mountains.
And you think here you have found your Eden?
Well, I'm terribly afraid that I have. I'm unhappy.
Why? Why unhappy?
Because it makes me realize the only way man can live without war and disorder, the only way he can exist in peace, man with man, is to be blind.
Yes, our young mountaineer is unhappy, even desperate. Alone, he returns to the house they gave him, throws himself on the bed, but cannot sleep. Somehow, he must show these people there is a value to seeing. Especially Eva, the last person he wants to hurt, and the first person in his heart. I shall return shortly with Act 3. The country of the blind, H.G. Wells calls it. These people lived a simple life, he writes. They toiled, they had food and clothing, they had days and seasons of rest, they had music and singing, and there was love among them. Then why was it, in such an ideal community, that Carlos, the young mountaineer, was so desperately unhappy?
Don't stand behind me, snowman, watching me spade the earth. Come forward.
How did you know it was me, Doctor? Your back is turned. Of course, I forgot. You don't need to see someone to know who it is.
You have been here for so many days, and you still insist on foolish talk.
You're the only one in the whole valley who laughs at me.
Quite true, snowman, because I am honest. I would rather laugh out loud than hide pity and scorn, as they do. Now go away. I have a lot of spading to do.
I suppose everyone in the valley is so healthy you can afford to spend time on your farm, huh?
Everyone works the land, whether he be doctor, butcher, shopkeeper, or even the elder.
I didn't know that.
I cannot dig properly with you hovering behind me.
I'll go.
Carlos, you have no more powers than the rest of us have. Less. You stumble to distinguish sounds. Your stars and moons and looking and seeing and all those other words you fancy. Oh, yes. Colors, sunlight, all lies. Now, why don't you leave us alone? Go back where you came from. I have heard you with Eva. Eva is not for you.
I never said she was.
Leave her alone. She's a sweet girl, not to be contaminated. Go away. You're not wanted here. What are you doing with my spade? Put it down.
I've had enough of your taunting, you ignorant blind man. I came here looking for peace, and it's those like you who have destroyed it. Now you're trying to destroy me. Get away from me, or I'll use this. Do you hear? I've had enough of this. Come near me, and I'll smash your skull. I must get away from him. Be by myself and think. Otherwise, I can't be responsible.
No, man! Give me back my spade!
Carlos! Carlos! Come back!
I see them all. A whole village of men. Do they think I'm stupid? They're circling around me.
Snowman! Give me back my spade, Snowman!
My name is not Snowman. My name is Carlos.
Snowman, we're coming! Put down the spade, Carlos!
Juan, don't you understand? Tell them to go away and leave me alone.
Snowman! We have come to take this spade from you. You will hurt yourself.
Oh, man! Crazy snowman!
You can't see me. Any of you, you stupid blind bats. But I warn you, I am swinging this spade about my head. And if anyone comes any closer, they will be hit. Do you hear me?
You will do as we say, snowman.
I'm going to do what I like in this valley. Do you understand? I am going to do what I like and go where I like. You have no idea, Doctor.
I don't know where he's got to.
Have you searched the village, the farms?
Good riddance, I say. He was a troublemaker.
We can't let him wander around alone. Suppose he comes to the end of our world, to the rocks, and falls to his death.
So?
Carlos is a human being. Afflicted with these eyes, as he calls them. Not normal. He has wild thoughts, lives in imagination, in dreams perhaps, but still a human being. There you are, Doctor. There, did you tell Juan that we found Carlos? You found him? Yes, both of us.
I was just about to.
Doctor, that was sinful of you to pretend you didn't know where the poor man was.
I am human too. It was my spade he took and threw in the tall grass where I can find it. My spade he tried to attack us with.
Doctor, is there not some other reason you have for hating our visitor?
I have no other reason.
You must not be jealous of the time Ava spends with him. Jealousy is not for us. We are all above that. Now, where is Carlos? He's on the furthest farm where the llamas find the sweetest grasses. He must be very hungry. It has been 3 days.
He won't starve. If the llamas can eat grass, so can he. Good for the digestion.
A man, a human being is hiding, afraid of us, afraid of himself. Water came from the roof above us twice since he ran away. He is in the fields, wet, hungry, perhaps desperate. Perhaps he found shelter. I hope so, Miguel. You say you found him in the furthest farm. Very well. I shall go myself. I am sorry, Juan. I brought so much ill feeling to your village. Good. You are wiser now. And you are sorry. Yes, I am sorry. And do you still think you can see? No, that was folly. That word means nothing. Less than nothing. Ah, good. I am glad you have realized that. Juan, before you ask me any more questions, for pity's sake, give me some food or I shall die.
Father, may I speak with you?
Yes, daughter, what is it?
It is about our visitor, Carlos. He has found his place in our land.
I know. I hear good reports in the many, many months that have gone by.
You have? Since the harvest, every day, he has gone into the fields and gathered up the hay.
Ah, I'm glad to hear that. I am glad his madness has passed. He no longer talks about wild things.
I would be untruthful if I said he does not.
Oh?
But only to me. To all the others in the village. He is one of us with the same beliefs, the same truths.
But Eva, there are not two truths. I caution you, see less of Carlos. He is not yet quite well.
That is what I came to tell you, Father. He has asked me to marry him. What can I do?
Ah, my dearest daughter.
I know he has delusions, but they are getting better. Whenever he hears the approach of anyone in the village, he says everything that they think is right.
I don't know what to say. I have always believed in following one's heart.
He loves me. father. I love him.
Doctor, did you examine him as I asked you to?
I did, yes. He came to my house yesterday.
And what is your opinion?
I would say his case is clearer to me now.
And?
I think, very probably, he might be cured.
That is what I have always hoped.
His brain is affected.
And what affects it?
Those two lumps on his face, which he used to call eyes.
I have not heard him mention them in a long time.
No, he does not. And that is why I think there's hope. My conclusion is those eyes and what he calls eyelids are diseased in such a way as to affect his brain.
How extraordinary.
I have arrived at that conclusion because those eyelids, in moving as they do rapidly, cause his brain to be in a state of constant irritation and distraction.
But you say there is a cure.
Let me say, with reasonable certainty, that in order to cure him completely, all we need to do is a simple surgical operation. Namely, to remove the irritant bodies.
And then Carlos will be completely sane.
Perfectly.
Eva.
I have come out to the field to talk to you.
Well, did anyone see you?
No, no one.
All right, let's sit here. The high grass will hide us.
Carlos, dearest, I have told my father that we wish to be married.
You did? But when?
Oh, several days ago.
What did he say?
It was he who had the doctor send for you and examine you. He was still a little worried that you were not completely like the rest of us.
Would you want me to be?
I don't know. But my father would. So he had you examined and then sent for the doctor.
Oh?
He has told Father that what you call your eyes could be removed and that you would be completely sane.
Oh, remove them? Is that what you wish? To have my sight taken from me?
Our marriage would be assured, my darling. Father says so.
Take away my gift of sight.
But you haven't spoken of it that way in a long time.
Eva, my world is sight. I pretend it isn't so, but we both know it is.
I want to be your wife.
What of all the beautiful things I would see no more? The flowers, the far sky with drifting down of clouds, the sunsets and the stars. And there's you, Eva. For you alone it's good to have sight. To see your sweet, serene face, your dear face, your beautiful hands folded together.
Don't say those things to me.
Instead, you offer me night and blackness. All I'm left with is to touch you, hear you, never see you again, imprisoned under that roof of rock and stone and darkness. Would you have me do that?
I want so much to be your wife, Carlos. Oh, dear Carlos.
Oh, Lord in heaven, help me.
But dearest heart, you will not be hurt. And you will go through all this for me. You will. I swear to you, my loving Carlos. Then we shall be happy forever.
And when must this take place?
Tomorrow.
Oh, so soon.
Yes.
Tomorrow, then? I shall see no more.
I must go now and tell Father the wonderful news.
Eva,
Yes?
I wanted to look at your face once more. To remember.
Carlos bent down and picked up a flower.
Eva had almost disappeared from the field. Holding the flower, Carlos turned away from the Valley of the Blind and started to the mountainside where the snows began. He was a mountaineer, and he would climb again and search for another Eden. I shall return shortly. Whether one tries to surmount cliffs of stone, ice, or avalanches, or the hurdles of life below, we're all mountaineers. The quest for tranquility is in every heart. Rudyard Kipling, a friend of H.G. Wells, described our search when he wrote, "Something hidden, go and find it. Go and look behind the ranges. Something lost behind the ranges, lost and waiting for you. Go." Our cast included Lloyd Battista, E.B. Juster, Jackson Beck, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Welcome. Come in. I'm Tammy Grimes. Mr. Scott Fitzgerald once said, "Draw your chair up close to the edge of the precipice and I'll tell you a story." The edge of the precipice. Of course. That's where every story must take place, because that's where all of us lead our lives. For no matter how safe and solid we believe the ground to be beneath our feet, the fact is, each of us is only a single step away from the edge of the precipice, which is another way of saying the rim of eternity.
Are you the sergeant who's investigating the Davis murder?
That's right. The man was held up and murdered on a deserted street. The killer disappeared.
So you do nothing?
Well, we do what we can. Look for witnesses who might have seen or heard something.
Well, it's been over a week.
Yeah, and during that week, we've had 4 more homicides.
And you probably won't solve any of those either.
Well, you never can tell. Sometimes we get lucky.
Our mystery drama, The Rim of Eternity, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Larry Haynes. I'll be back shortly with Act 1. A generation ago, millions of newspaper readers throughout the nation would start the day with Damon Runyon. And then one morning he startled the world with the announcement that henceforth he would no longer write his column on a regular basis. Because, as he put it, that man has not yet been born who has something worthwhile to say every day of his life. How true. And why don't more writers follow his splendid example? Evidently, the show must go on, and the presses must roll, and the airwaves must crackle constantly, ceaselessly. And to what end?
I got an assignment for you, Joe.
I got a headache.
You got a hangover from last night's police report. Man named Kenneth T. Davis, shot and killed outside his home about 11 p.m.
And who was Kenneth T. Davis?
Nobody.
Well, who killed him?
We don't know.
Was it a robbery?
Most likely.
Have any leads?
None at all.
How old was he?
47.
Where'd he live?
With his wife, 28 Broome Avenue.
And what'd he do?
He was a shipping clerk.
What else?
That's all.
You need me for this kind of story?
You're a general assignment reporter, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a general assignment reporter. And I'll write it up while you wait. Kenneth T. Davis, age 47, was shot and killed last night at about 11 o'clock in front of his home at 28 Broome Avenue by a person or persons unknown. Although robbery is thought to be the motive, the police at the moment have no solid leads. Mr. Davis, who was married, was employed as a shipping clerk. 30. That's newspaper lingo for the end.
I want more.
Miss Starkey, that's all there is.
It's not enough.
Look, I can't make bricks without straw.
Oh, since when? An ordinary life is usually an existence of quiet desperation.
All right, never mind that.
You were the one who said it originally. Look for that universe that teems in a single drop of water.
You're mixing your metaphors.
But those were your metaphors.
Yeah, right now, I ought to be out mixing a drink.
I want a page.
Why?
It's a dull day for news.
Look, what have I ever done to deserve this?
You became a drunk, Joseph.
Now, what'd I ever do to you?
You made me want to become a newspaper woman. I'd read your stuff in journalism class.
All right, and this is your revenge?
Joe, you're no longer heading the Washington desk of Nationwide News Service.
Now, don't remind me.
This job is all you've got. Angle this one for poignancy.
Oh, have mercy.
Well, by the time the readers get to the final sentence, I want them dissolved in tears.
Look, 30 years ago, they'd given an assignment like this to a female reporter. They used to call them sob sisters.
It's high time you discovered how the other half used to live.
Yeah?
Augusta Davis?
Who are you?
Joe Morris.
Oh, you must be from the insurance company?
Well,
Come on in. Come on in. Oh, you sure got here quick. He's not even cold yet. Hey, when do I get paid?
I couldn't say.
Oh, but you're from the insurance company?
No, I'm not.
You just said you were.
No, I didn't. You made that assumption.
Well, who are you?
A reporter.
Oh, yeah? From what paper?
The Star Sentinel.
Oh, yeah. They gonna want my picture?
Well, maybe.
Well, give me a chance to get dialed up first.
Yeah, Mrs. Davis, you are Mrs. Davis, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm Mrs. Davis, all right.
Well, you don't appear to be devastated by your husband's murder.
Devastated? What does that mean?
Badly cut up.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess not.
Were you in love with him?
What? Hey, you want to have a drink?
No.
Oh, pardon me while I pour one for myself, okay? Go ahead, have one.
No.
Your lips tell me no, but there's yes in your eyes. My old man used to sing that all the time. He was a stagehand back when they had vaudeville. Come on, I can tell you're dying for a drink.
You can, huh?
Sure. Can't one rummy always recognize another?
Well, I've got to obey this one single solitary rule, never a drop while on the job, understand?
Oh, yeah.
And I know if I ever break that rule, it means I'm letting go, and I'm going to fall all the way down. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, sure. I already fell.
So, were you in love with him?
With who?
Your husband, Kenneth. Why'd you marry him?
Well, 'cause he asked me.
Oh, and that was reason enough, huh?
Hey, for a lot of us girls, sometimes that's the only reason there is.
Oh. What can you tell me about him?
I couldn't tell you anything about him.
But he was your husband.
I don't think he could have told you anything about me, either.
How long were you married?
Oh, I guess it's 12 years.
And you married him because you were asked. I can understand that.
Can you?
But why did he ask you?
I guess everybody else he asked must have turned him down. And me? I was just a little Dutch girl. But while I was chubby, I wasn't cute. Well, he was nothing to look at himself. He was
was no world beater. It was a good deal for him. He was getting a cook, a cleaning woman.
And, what were you getting?
I was getting my own man off my back. Well, you know these papas from the old country. A girl better get herself married or else she gets into trouble. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Wasn't there any romance at all?
Romance? We had to get married.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no, you don't. At least that would have been romance. Oh, no, we had to get married because for both of us, the other was probably just about the last chance. Yeah. When we first met, we just didn't like each other. But the day we got married, that was the day we started to hate each other.
Why?
Because we each had to face the fact that it was all over. Nothing good would ever happen to either of us for the rest of our lives.
And was that the day you started drinking?
That was the very self-same day.
And what did he do?
I don't know what he did. Oh, now look, don't get me wrong. He was a good husband.
Yeah, in spite of what you just told me?
Oh, my mother would have settled for a husband like him. He handed me his pay every week. He never smacked me around.
Where'd he work?
A place called Coffin, Chiswick. I think it was the only job he ever had.
I see, and that's the story of your marriage, huh?
Is it going to be in the paper?
How do I write this up?
Joe Morris.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this? In what kind of acid did you dip your typewriter? What kind of gall and wormwood?
Well, you said to angle it for poignancy.
This bleak and bitter tale of woe? This desolate chronicle of unrelieved despair? This is poignant? Oh, Joe, we can't print this.
Well, it's the truth.
You portray that man as an unfeeling slob.
And that's exactly what he was to his wife.
Can't you see what you did? A law-abiding citizen has been murdered in cold blood on the street.
What are you building?
But after reading your story, there are people who might actually say good riddance. They might even identify with the killer. We can't have any of that.
Well, that's how it was.
But that's how his wife says it was. She's a drunk. What about his side of it?
I can't ask him. He's dead.
Isn't he entitled to his day in court?
It's the survivors who write history.
Now, Joe, I want a sweet, tender, poignant little story. And you better write one, or else.
Okay. One sweet, tender, and poignant little story coming up.
And then one night, at 11 o'clock, he walked alone down the familiar street. Once again, he paused at the familiar door. But how could he know that he was, at this very moment, standing on the rim of eternity? Oh, Joe. Joe, it's beautiful.
Oh, sure.
I mean it, Joe. It's great.
All right, then if I'm off the hook, I think I'll go down to Freddy's and get quietly loaded.
Joe, that's the hook I wish you were off.
Well, that would be your loss, dear, because if I could ever wiggle off that one, I'd get back on a real newspaper. Your lips tell me no, but there's yes in your eyes. I wonder, does anybody know how the rest of that goes?
I've been missing your kissing just because I wasn't wise.
Oh, thank you, sir. You have remedied a deficiency in my education.
I wish I could tell you the next verse, but it eludes me somehow. Well, not as young as I used to be.
Who is?
It was quite a tune, and quite an era. But we move on.
Where?
Nobody knows. On another subject, is your name Joe Morris?
That depends.
On what?
On who wants to know.
My name's Roger Kaufman.
Ah, why does that sound familiar?
It appeared in the story that you wrote for today's paper.
You must be the Kaufman of Kaufman Cheswick. How'd you like the story?
I couldn't believe you wrote it.
Why not?
Well, I remember your byline from Washington and Madrid and London and Moscow and Paris.
Ah, yes, how the mighty have fallen, huh?
Well, with all due apologies, I thought your story was asinine. On the same level with the usual sentimental slobbering one encounters in the Star Sentinel.
Well, to prove there's no hard feelings, I'll buy you a drink. Freddie?
They said in your office that you could be found in this place. Did you also write it here?
Oh, no. I was stone cold sober, which is probably what's wrong with it.
I dare say. You portrayed Kenneth Davis as a saint and a martyr.
And you're saying he wasn't?
Kenneth Davis, who headed my shipping department, was a narrow, bigoted, mean-spirited, petty tyrant.
Well, you know how it is. Only speak well of the dead. How does it go? De mortuis nihil nisi bonum.
Oh, your Latin is excellent. Your respect for the truth leaves something to be desired.
Tell me, why are you so concerned?
Well, you identified Kenneth T. Davis as an employee of Cheswick Kaufman, and that isn't true. He was not.
Well, his wife told me.
I had fired him.
Oh. Well, he probably didn't want her to know he'd lost his job, so he lied to her. That makes sense.
No, I'm afraid it does not.
Well, men have been known to hide things like this from their wives, Mr. Coffin.
Of course they have, for a few days, weeks, a month or two, perhaps. But not for 5 years.
That is a long time to maintain this kind of deception. And it is complicated further by the fact that it has probably evolved into much more than just a simple lie. You must have been leading a double life. But doing what? Perhaps the answer lies in the second act, which shall arrive here shortly. Of men who leave home in the morning and return in the evening. It is assumed that they report to a job of some sort to perform a daily task. I would suggest that this assumption is correct, as far as the vast majority is concerned. But as you know, by now there are always the exceptions who indulge in deceptions, which is why we have stories.
You fired Kenneth Davis 5 years ago?
What's more, I liquidated the business 3 years ago, so you see, there is no Kaufman Cheswick.
Well, now, how could he, persist in the deception?
Oh, as a reporter, you should know that illusions and delusions are, for many people, the only reality they can tolerate. I would like you to print 2 or 3 lines to the effect that Kenneth T. Davis was erroneously described as an employee of Kaufman Cheswick.
Well, the company no longer exists. What does it matter?
Well, the truth always matters.
Why did you fire Davis in the first place?
I didn't like him.
Well, should that be reason enough?
Certainly. Why go through all the agony of owning a business if you can't do as you please?
Well, is it all agony? Is there no ecstasy?
He had been hired by Jim Cheswick, and Jim was constitutionally unable to admit that he ever made a mistake. But the day after Jim died, I called Davis into my office and I said to him, get your money and get out.
As far as you're concerned, that was the end of him.
Yes. However, a week later...
Go on.
Oh, nothing.
No, you were going to say.
Well, perhaps I'd better not. It might be libelous.
Well, we wouldn't print it if it were.
I'm sure such a citadel of upstanding journalism as the Star Sentinel could do it in a manner that would protect itself and leave me out in the open.
Joe, come in.
Thank you.
I read about me and Kenny in the paper. Oh, I wanted to cry.
Even though it was all a lie?
Well, wasn't exactly all a lie.
Oh, no? You mean you actually had this close and loving relationship?
Reading it, I said to myself, why shouldn't it have been this way? Yeah, I think I'll go with it.
Well, you told me yourself he was a miserable...
I may have been all upset because of his sudden death, you know?
You mean you actually believe that he...
No, not altogether. Not yet. But after a little while, I guess I will. Anyhow, thanks.
For what?
Well, you made me a celebrity. Can you imagine? Me? Some woman called from a TV station. And tonight I'm going to be on the tube.
As what?
Mrs. Average American Wife? How do you like that? And people I haven't heard from in years. They all been popping out of the woodwork. The phone's been ringing off the wall. Even my old man chimed in. He wants to know if I need any money. Oh, Joe, I got it made. And you've done it all.
Why did you lie to me, Augusta? Why did you tell me he was working for Coffin Cheswick?
Because you are.
There isn't any Coffin Cheswick anymore.
Oh, come on, what are you saying?
No, you go to the address. It's a boarded-up warehouse.
But every week he'd bring me...
Furthermore, he was fired from there 5 years ago.
Then, every day, where was he off to?
You have no idea?
Oh, I need a drink.
No, you don't. Nobody ever needs a drink.
Oh, I do, Joe, I do.
Think of your brand new career. Think of being on the TV, the brave little widow. You can work it if you're smart and sober. Maybe it can get you a job somewhere. You need a job. Now, how are you going to live?
All right, I'll try.
Okay. Now, weren't you ever curious all those years?
What?
About what he did for a living?
I was brought up never to be curious about anything a man did outside the house. Or inside the house, either.
Now, every morning he'd leave for work, but he wouldn't go to Kaufman Cheswick.
So he went somewhere else. What's the difference? Oh, listen, Joe, you think I need an agent?
Well, he had to go somewhere. Do something.
You wanted to see me, Joe?
Yes, that story I handed you 3 days ago, the follow-up on Davis.
Oh, yes, that story.
Now what?
It's a great piece of writing, Joe.
Well, you're not going to print it.
War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy is also a great piece of writing. But we're not going to print that out.
Why would you print mine?
Because your original story was a perfect gem, especially in its original setting. It'd be a crime to tamper with it.
Now, look, this guy Davis, who knows what he could have been?
Who cares? We know what he was.
What was he?
Exactly what you said. The plain, average, ordinary, everyday John Doe. The guy who quietly does his job, pays his taxes. He's the strength, the heart, the spirit of this great nation of ours. You made him. You can't tear him down.
Well, that's not the point.
Let it rest. End it here on a high note. Whatever you'll find out now can't be any good. And the bubble is sure to burst.
Yes, that's just the point. It's only a bubble.
But these bubbles are the basis of our business. And think of the widow. How many happy endings are there in this tragic world of ours? I quote you, Joe Morris. From this sorrow and suffering, she will emerge shining and triumphant. A new world is opening for her like an unfolding blossom.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
Did you see her on TV? She's got a bright, perky personality, and it grabs you.
It does, huh?
I'm still quoting you, Joseph. It's because you can see how the outer edge of her smile is tinged with sadness. And she, somehow bravely, manages to rise above it.
All right, putting all this nonsense to one side, it's our job to report the news. A man has been murdered.
We printed the story.
But not the whole story. We're leaving out a vital aspect.
It's what's known as exercising editorial judgment.
Are you lecturing me on the workings of the press?
Oh, I wouldn't dare, old-timer. I'm just reminding you.
So, as far as you're concerned, the story's finished, huh?
The story is finished.
Well, not for me, it isn't.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to finish it. And don't call me old-timer. Are you Sergeant Schultz?
That's right. What can I do for you?
Joe Morris, Star Sentinel.
Hey! The wife and I read the article you wrote on this Davis guy. I tell you, we nearly broke down and cried. And we're a tough audience.
They said you're in charge of the investigation.
Well, yeah. The fella comes home. It's late. Dark, deserted street. Hold-up guy robs him and kills him, and then he disappears. So, go find him.
So you do nothing?
Well, you ought to know better than that, Joe. We do what we can. But what can we do? Go up and down the street. We look for witnesses that might have seen something or heard something.
Did you find any?
Nobody.
Kid, you want an angle? For the past 5 years, he was leading a double life. His wife thought he was working for this Kaufman Cheswick outfit. Well, he wasn't.
Where was he working?
She doesn't know. But he was giving her money every week, so, could this mean something to you?
Well, I don't know what. I mean, it don't change the basic situation, which is to find the killer who robbed him.
Well, the fact that Davis was keeping whatever he was doing separate from his wife might imply that it could have been something, illegal. Do you agree?
Well, sure.
Now, what if Davis were involved in an activity that could have been, dangerous to his health?
Like what?
I don't know. Could be another kind of motive for his murder. And, by the way, how do you know it was robbery?
Well, because his empty wallet was found right near the body. His watch and his ring were gone. All he had on him was a keychain and a ballpoint pen.
Ah, okay. Okay, I just thought I'd let you know there could be another angle to this case.
Well, look, I appreciate that.
Sure.
You know that since Davis was killed, we've had 4 other homicides?
Yeah, and you probably won't solve any of those either.
Well, you never could tell, you know. Sometimes we get lucky. Hey, don't forget the name is spelled S-C-H. Oh, Mr. Morris, won't you have a chair?
Thank you, Mr. Coffin. Listen, I need your help. I'm involved in a story, the murder of Kenneth Davis.
Haven't you already written that story?
Well, you know I haven't. You told me so yourself the day you spoke to me in Freddie's bar. You let me know what you thought of it.
Oh, I may have been somewhat harsh.
No. I needed that. For reasons that would take much too long to go into, I forgot that I was a reporter, and I fell out of things.
Is that why I haven't seen your byline from Washington on stories of importance lately?
Well, I want that byline to appear again.
I wish you the best of luck.
No, I need more than your wishes. I need your help. I have to prove to myself that I can really finish a story, because if I do that, I can make it back, all the way back to where I used to be.
Well, how can I help you?
I have to finish the Kenneth Davis story, but I'm up against a blank wall. I'm at a dead end, and I don't know where to turn.
Well, why do you turn to me? What can I tell you?
Well, you were about to tell me something in Freddie's bar, but you backed away at the last moment.
Oh.
And what was that?
Oh, it was nothing.
Well, then why did you say it might be libelous, Mr. Kaufman? You can trust me. I'm a responsible journalist. I want to become a responsible journalist once again.
It's just that it's so unsubstantial.
Now, look, when you're starving, a crumb can be a feast.
And it's unfair to Kenneth Davis.
Well, he's dead.
He still has rights. Just because I despised him, I have no...
Yes?
Well, about 2 weeks after he was discharged, we had a robbery. Close to $200,000 in bearer bonds, as good and as negotiable and as anonymous as cash, was taken.
Oh, and you believe Davis was the thief?
The thief was caught soon after, but the loot was never recovered. The thief, a man named Louis Darrow, claims that he tried to get rid of the evidence and threw the bonds off the Doylesburg Bridge into the bay. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison.
And, where does Kenneth Davis come in?
Well, he doesn't really, except in my imagination. I feel that Davis could have been working with this Darrow fellow. I mean, how did Darrow get into the building? There was no sign of a break-in.
Well, some burglars are quite skillful.
Oh, that's true. It's also true that Davis could have given him keys and told him where to go and what to look for.
You have any evidence?
Absolutely none at all.
Well, surely, Mr. Kaufman, you must have some basis for your suspicions.
I've analyzed my feelings toward Davis as pure, unadulterated prejudice, which is why I despise him. You see, I've always prided myself on being a man who was completely free from prejudice, and then along comes a Kenneth T. Davis and robs me of my illusion. Well, perhaps that's all it ever was.
On the other hand, you may have had a sort of unconscious insight into the man's character.
He was a coarse, ignorant person.
Well, if you're going to make a point of hating every coarse, ignorant person in this world, you'll never have time to do anything else.
He was always eating. His huge yellow fangs were constantly masticating vast amounts of rich, fat, greasy foods. And his beady little eyes were forever boring into the photos of lewd pictures in the trashy, pornographic magazines that were heaped up on his work table. I suppose that's what he lived for. Actual food and imaginary sex.
Well, why do you suspect him of complicity in the theft?
Well, I suppose when you're out to beat a dog, you can always find a stick. Look, I've never really talked this out with anyone, and now that I hear the sound of it... Well, it is ridiculous.
You think so?
Well, don't you?
I'm not sure.
Well, are you saying that you believe he was implicated somehow in that robbery?
Well, maybe.
Do you have any evidence?
None.
Well, if there's no evidence...
I didn't say there isn't any evidence. I just said I don't have any at this time.
this time, does that mean the experts will have some evidence at a future time? Of course. He's our hero, and he is required to solve our puzzle. But is there any evidence? Yes. To be absolutely fair, there is something that can become an outstanding clue. What is it? It was something somebody told him. You heard it when he heard it. Let's see if you can make the same connection that he does shortly in Act 3. There was the door to which I found no key. There was the veil through which I could not see. So sings one of the radiant verses from the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Well, there's a veil of mystery that seems to surround our story, and as you are about to discover, doors and keys will play a most prominent part in our solution.
Joe, step into my parlor.
Hi.
Hey, you look awful. You look just the way I used to feel.
You, on the other hand, look great.
I went on that TV show, you saw? I just sat around and jabbered with that lady, and they got hundreds of letters and phone calls. People sent in money. I got offered jobs. Can you believe it?
Oh, I can believe anything.
All of a sudden, me, Gussie Schneider Davis, I am somebody. For the first time in my life. I can't even describe how I feel. I never got this high from booze. And I'm going to work at the TV station.
Oh, you're going to be a star?
Oh, we kicked some stuff around. They decided I could do a great show on cooking. They went ape when I told them about my mother's old recipes. I owe it all to you, Joe. If there's ever anything I can do for
you... The night your husband was killed.
I guess I owe him something, too. If he was still alive, where would I be? Closet drinker in a 3-room flat.
Yeah, the police said his money and valuables were taken.
Yeah, his ring and watch. Yeah, they were valuable. He got them off his father.
From his father, now that you're going to be on TV.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They want me exactly like I am. A diamond in the rough. No polish.
Oh.
Well, anyhow, the cops wanted me to describe the watch and the ring so they could get it out to all the pawn shops and so forth.
Yeah, the police said all they found on him were his keys and a ballpoint pen.
Oh, yeah. They brought them to me in an envelope.
Could I see him?
Oh, sure. I put it in the drawer. Here. Hey, what are you trying to find out?
The rest of the story.
Why?
Because I'm a reporter. What did he do with himself when he was here?
Well, he wasn't here much. He'd leave the house at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning after breakfast.
A big breakfast?
How'd you know? I get nauseous just making it. Eggs, toast, ham, sausages, pancakes. Ugh, I'm getting sick just saying it. Okay, he'd leave.
We don't know where he went. Did you ever, hear from him during the day?
Never.
What time did he get home for dinner?
He'd call it supper. He never got home for that either. Well, he'd roll in about 10:30, 11 o'clock and say, fix me a snack. A snack? Steak, potatoes, corn, pie.
Now, you're saying he'd be gone all day and half the night.
And I didn't miss him.
And he gave you money.
I couldn't fault him on that. He must have found another job somewhere.
And why wouldn't he have told you?
Maybe he figured it was none of my business.
Well, didn't you ever talk about anything?
No.
I can't believe that.
Why can't you believe that?
Oh. Maybe I'm thinking of how it was between me and my wife before she died.
My mother, my old man, what'd they ever have to say to each other? He'd say, pass the potatoes, and she'd say, what do you want to have for breakfast? What's there to talk about with a lot of married people? He comes home, he's tired, he watches the TV, he listens to the radio, he reads the paper, and he hits the sack. In the morning, he's out of the house.
Well, there has to be a key to this thing somewhere.
Joe? It was different with you and your wife? What's it like when people talk to each other?
The key. key. Yeah, maybe the key. The keys on this ring. The keys on this ring, what are they?
Huh?
Well, can you tell me what each one is for?
Oh, yeah, sure. This one's to the street door.
Uh-huh.
And, this one's for the door to the apartment.
What about the others? 3, 4, 5 of them.
Those?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What are they doing on this keychain?
Oh, must be keys for someplace else.
That's right. Someplace else. There had to be a someplace else, a place where he went. And these are the keys. Now, where are the doors? Hello, Sergeant.
Hi, it's Mr. Morris from the Star Sentinel.
How you doing on the Davis murder?
Well,
Has it become inactive already?
it's sort of on a back burner.
Well, maybe I can help you.
Yeah, how?
Well, first, you have to help me.
Yeah?
Yeah. You see, there's a convict, Lou Darrell. He was sent up for burglary where he got 20 years. Now, that was just about 5 years ago. See if he's still there. Huh?
Well, how does he come into this?
Well, he could be the killer.
How do you know?
Well, you'll know it before I will. Just get his photograph from the files, Sergeant, and circulate it around the pawn shops. See if he could be the one who sold or tried to sell the watch and the ring that fits the description of the ones that were taken from Davis. Also,
You mean there's more?
Yeah. Here are some keys. Now, each one has the authorized locksmith's or keymaker's number.
And you want us to find out who it is?
Well, you could do that easily, Sergeant.
Hey, what are you building here?
No, maybe nothing, and then again, maybe we solve it. That is, you solve it, and you get the killer, and I get the story.
Ah.
And if it works out, Schultz, remember, your name is spelled S-C-H. Joe Morris.
It's Schultz. First of all, your man Lou Darrell, he broke out of jail 6 weeks ago, and his picture's being circulated.
And the keys?
A place called Walter the Locksmith, over on 16 West Armstrong.
Thank you, Sergeant.
So, are we on the track?
Well, we're either on it or off it. I'll let you know.
Hello?
It's Joe.
Did you see the TV show?
I was working.
Oh, they said it was great. Listen, Joe, I got a whole lot of the stuff I cooked. You want to help me eat some?
Yeah, first, would you happen to have a picture of your late husband?
I could dig one up somewhere. But who'd want to look at him?
Yeah? Is Walter the locksmith in?
You're talking to him. What do you need?
Oh, well, here's a picture of a man who had some keys made here. Would you recognize him?
That's Fatso.
Fatso?
In the flesh. The whole quarter ton of him.
Oh. What can you tell me about him?
Why should I tell you anything at all?
Well, in the first place, he's dead.
Fatso?
Well, his name was Kenneth T. Davis.
No, that wasn't his name.
Oh, yes, it was.
Wasn't Kenneth T. Davis that very nice guy that died a week or so ago, killed in a holdup or something? I read that story. I busted out crying.
Yeah, well, I wrote that story.
You did?
Yeah, my name is Joe Morris.
You're Joe Morris, the reporter?
Well, you say you didn't know him as Kenneth Davis.
That's right.
What name did he use?
David Kent.
Would you know where he lived?
Yeah, sure. Because I had to go up to the apartment and install special locks. Would you believe he had 5 locks on that door?
Yeah, would these be the 5 keys?
Sure, that's my work. Special, every single one of them.
So, you saw the place?
Sure did.
Uh-huh.
He had pictures on the wall. Look, I'm no prude, but I think there are limits. And all those magazines, you know the kind.
Yes, I think so.
And the food. The food all over. Big bowls of fruit and nuts, candy, cakes.
Uh-huh.
He had a big freezer bulging full with steaks, chops, cold cuts, turkey. Name it.
Yeah, what's the address?
It's just up the street. The apartment house on the corner. 195.
Thank you very much.
Now, what are you writing?
Tomorrow's lead story. 30. Here, read it.
Lou Darrell, an escaped convict, was identified today as the murderer of Kenneth T. Davis, According to Sergeant Bernard F. Schultz, whose brilliant investigative... Joe, how did you...
Go on, read on.
The motive was revenge. 5 years ago, Darrell broke into the offices of Coffin Cheswick and made off with over $200,000 worth of bearer bonds. Not known at the time was the fact that the theft was made possible by the complicity of Kenneth Davis, who was employed there as head shipping clerk. Oh, Joe, this is sensational.
Yeah, just keep reading, huh?
Darrell had given the bonds to Davis for safekeeping until he could escape from prison. 6 weeks ago, he made a successful break. He confronted Davis and demanded his share. Davis refused. In a fit of anger, Darrell shot and killed him. Davis, meanwhile, had hidden the bonds in an apartment specially rented for the purpose. Better than half have been recovered. Interestingly, Davis had been leading a double life. Oh, Joe, I have to get this down to the press room.
Well, maybe you better wait.
Wait for what?
Can we make sure that's really what happened?
What are you saying? You wrote this story.
I wrote what appeared to be the logical story.
Oh, please, Joe, don't do this to me.
Now, look at what I put together. A man had been murdered. It's an apparent holdup.
All I want to know is...
It turns out that man has been leading a double life. Do you follow this?
Oh, I don't feel good.
These past 5 years, his wife thought he was going to his job at Kaufman Cheswick. But that job didn't exist. Now, where was he going? Where did the money come from? Huh? 5 years ago, there was a robbery at Kaufman Cheswick committed by a hood named Lou Darrell. Now, I say Davis was his accomplice. Darrell gets caught, leaves Davis in possession of the money. All Davis wanted was rich food to fill his fat gut and porno pictures to fire his feverish imagination. So he rents himself a modest pleasure palace.
How do you know this?
Because I found that palace, and half the money was still there.
The stolen bonds?
Well, he was using them to finance his fantasy. Suddenly, a serpent entered his Eden. Lou Darrell broke out of jail, confronted Davis, demanded his share. Davis tried to stall him. Darrell angrily shot and killed him, but we can't say that yet.
Why not?
Because I know about the bonds, because I was in the apartment and found them. But I don't know about Darrell. It has to be Darrell. What other explanation could possibly make sense? Saved by the bell, or condemned by the bell. Joe Morris.
Hey, it's Schultz. Listen, we picked up Darrell. It was easy. The chump even had the gun on him. And the bonds were in the apartment just like you said. Hey, Joe, how did you figure it out?
For me? Read the paper tomorrow morning. It'll say that the case was solved by the brilliant line of investigation on the part of Detective Sergeant Bernard F. Schultz.
Don't forget that Schultz, S-C-H.
I got it. Run it.
Joe, you mean you just put it together from thin air?
No, I just wrote a story the way it should be written and the way I used to write it. Goodbye, Starkey.
Where are you going?
Well, first, I'm going to have a great dinner prepared by this new TV cooking expert, and then I'm going to look for a job on a real newspaper.
Find one? And did he also find a great new relationship with Augustus Schneider Davis? Just because the third act curtain has come down, does that mean our story is ended? No. It just means it's time to leave the theater. Because, as everybody knows, or should, a story has no end. It goes on forever. I should be back shortly. Our tale is titled The Rim of Eternity. And where is it to be found? Everywhere, all around us. Each of us is condemned to move along this narrow and slippery path. And no matter how valiantly we may strive to maintain our balance and how carefully we may measure each stride, suddenly, without warning or reason, we have stepped over the edge. That is when the mystery finally begins or is finally over. Our cast included Larry Haynes, Evie Juster, and Randall Kramer. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. preview of our next tale.
I would feel ashamed if you didn't take this token of your victory. A debt of honor, sir.
Okay, if you feel that strongly.
I think it's only fair that if we ever play again, however, I should have a chance to win it back. Unless, of course, certain conditions should arise.
Oh? What conditions?
Why, the conditions under which you would give it up.
Are you kidding?
I'm deadly serious. This is a city of strange happenings and unusual meetings. It may someday happen that you will come across someone who will say to you, the Muzio Gambit is a very unsound opening.
What?
If that should happen, you will hand over the trinket you won today.
This is Tommy Grimes inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Cicerone of this guided tour through the regions of the mysterious and the macabre. Every man has his price, or so we are told. Some of us may protest that we are not for sale, and we may even be convinced of it. However, one should really refrain from making such statements until one has turned down an offer. The cynical view is that human beings are like the stock market. It's merely a matter of closing the distance between the bid and the ask. Is there really such a thing as an offer one cannot refuse? That's what the next hour is all about. What can I do for you, ma'am?
I want someone to commit a murder.
What did you say?
I believe you heard me.
Madam, this is a furniture factory. I am the owner.
I know exactly who you are and what you do.
Why come to me? I'm not a murderer.
I'm willing to pay $1 million.
Murder is against every moral and religious conviction.
I'm willing to pay $1 million.
I would never...
I'm willing to pay you $1 million. Mystery drama, $1 Million Murder, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Mandel Kramer. It is sponsored in part by all state insurance companies and True Value hardware stores. I'll be back shortly with Act One. As you know, is fortune. Of course, that's good luck. On the other hand, we have bad luck. The way it works, most people average out, which brings us to the law of averages, which says that over the course of your lifetime, you can expect luck to break 50-50. Well, some people can get each 50% all at once. Here we have Richard F. Nelson. Till recently, he's had nothing but good luck. But these past several months, he's taken one blow after another. He's 35, half his allotted 70. Is bad luck to be the pattern for the rest of his life? Come in. Jerry, come on in, sit down.
Dick,
What's the matter? What's the long face?
Well, I guess there's no other way to say it except to say it. I'm leaving.
You're what?
I got another offer.
You're walking out on me in the middle of the season?
Dick, I can't turn it down. The money's twice as good.
I taught you everything you know. I made you my production foreman.
That's my future to think about.
What are you giving me?
2 weeks.
2. As far as I'm concerned, you can walk out of here right now. Pick up your money and beat it.
Okay, Dick, if that's the way you feel.
Jerry, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I had no right to talk to you like that. Actually, I should be happy that you're getting a break.
Dick, believe me, if it wasn't for the money...
Come on, you're not supposed to spend your life out here in the sticks. You don't really owe me anything. Where's the job?
Imperial Furniture.
Oh, that's big time.
I don't even know how they ever heard of me.
Well, word gets around. You're a top man, Jerry.
Well, I sort of felt you'd be glad for me, Dick, because that's the kind of guy you are.
It's just that so many things have been going wrong lately. I guess I'm just a little off stride, that's all.
Well, you know, my assistant's a pretty good man.
Well, don't worry about it. We'll survive. Anyhow, good luck.
Thanks, Dick.
And let's have dinner one night before you go.
Well, I'm going to be working overtime to the last minute. I want to leave you in good shape. Oh, by the way, that northern cherry wood I want to use for the sofa frames, it didn't come in.
What do you mean didn't come in? We should have had delivery a week ago. Look, you get back to the shop. I'll handle it.
Sure.
Yes?
Millie, get me George Cawley, please.
Yes, Mr. Nelson. And I have a call from Edward Jerome of Western States Merchandisers. Will you talk to him?
Will I talk to him? What do you think?
Yes, sir. I have Mr. Nelson for you now, Mr. Jerome.
Hello, Dick.
Eddie, what's new?
Dick, I'm calling to tell you that we have to cancel.
What?
I just got word this morning.
Cancel?
It's direct from the 8th floor.
Eddie, we made a lot of those chairs to your particular specifications.
Well, that was just part of, an informal understanding.
But why, Eddie?
I don't know. I guess all of a sudden classic is out and modern is in.
Eddie, practically all of it is made, packed, ready to ship.
Believe me, Dick, I understand.
Do you know what I've got tied up in that order?
Yeah, I know, and I'm sorry.
Look, well, can't you salvage even a piece of it for me?
I tried. Dick, you know I tried. But they shot me down. I'm really sorry, Dick. I'll be talking to you.
Yeah, okay. I could almost believe it's a plot. What now? Yes?
I have Mr. George Cawley.
Oh, thanks.
Go ahead, Mr. Cawley.
Hi, Dick. What's on your mind?
Where in blazes is my cherry wood?
Oh,
Well?
Well, Dick, I'm sorry. What happened is there's no record of your ordering any.
No, what do you mean? It's a standing order.
Well, actually, it's kind of an understood order.
I don't care what it is. I've been getting that shipment every month for over a year.
Look, here's what happened. My oldest got his master's in business administration, and he's come in with me, and he set up procedures.
George, all I want is the cherry wood.
Nothing can get shipped unless there's a written order. And the shipping clerk must have forgotten to tell him. Dick, I'm really embarrassed.
Well, look, forget it. How quickly can you load a truck and get it out here?
Well, that's the problem, Dick. I don't think I've got 10 feet left in the warehouse.
George, I have to fill a special order for a New York chain.
I'm sorry. It was a terrible misunderstanding, but I'll make sure you're taken care of next month.
Next month? I have to wait 30 days?
Well, I hope it's only 30 days. You know how scarce that stuff is getting.
All right.
Thanks, Dick.
For what?
Well, for being so understanding. The average guy would have flipped his lid.
Sure. Goodbye, George.
Yes, Mr. Nelson.
Millie, for the rest of the day, I don't want to hear any bad news. You understand?
Please, Mr. Nelson, it isn't my fault.
I'm going to the club for lunch. What could happen to me there?
Hello, Dick.
Oh, Judge Morrow. You expecting anyone?
No. You joined me for lunch?
Thanks. I was hoping I'd run into you.
You look a bit out of sorts, Dick. Something wrong?
Yeah.
What is it?
I wish I knew.
You'll have to explain that.
Oh. Judge, you familiar with the story of Job?
More or less.
Well, that's who I feel like right now.
I don't see any boils.
Well, it might have been somewhat presumptuous of me to make the comparison, but I just feel that I am about to go down the drain.
Are you serious, Dick?
Judge, if things go on at this rate, I'll be bankrupt within a year. I stand to lose everything I own in the world.
But everyone says things are going great at your plant.
Every day it's something else. Another setback. I'm losing key customers.
How?
I don't know.
Vital raw materials don't arrive? Why? It just happens. And to top it all, my foreman got a better job and is leaving me. What is it? What's happening?
Well, it's just a lot of bad luck.
So much bad luck? All at once?
Dick, I've known you all your life. You've always been the golden boy. Fortune has smiled upon you constantly. Well, she's an extremely fickle old girl, and now she wants to frown for a bit.
But it just seems to be a pattern.
You've probably been spoiled. You've never had to cope with adversity.
No, it's more than that, Judge. It's reached a point now where I know that every day is going to produce another setback.
Oh, come on now, Dick. It's all in your head.
Wait, where's the waiter? Charlie, would you please bring a phone over to my table?
Why do you want a phone?
I've only been away from the office for 20 minutes, Judge, and I am willing to bet trouble is still rolling in. Thank you, Charlie.
You, might want to see a psychiatrist, huh?
Yeah, I would if I could sell him some furniture.
Richard F. Nelson and Company.
It's me, Millie.
Oh, it's a good thing you called, Mr. Nelson. Mr. Davis of Consolidated phone.
They're sending back our order.
Mr. Nelson, how did you know?
Millie, I'm taking the rest of the day off. You see, it never rains. It pours.
Yes. But eventually, it stops.
One time it didn't stop for 40 days and 40 nights. And for most people, that was forever.
You don't have to let Jerry Lyons go, according to the union contract.
I know. I can keep him for a full year on a technicality, but what's the good of it? He'd be unhappy.
And why did you let George Coley off the hook?
Dorothy, what was there I could do?
You know what probably happened. Somebody needed that wood badly, offered him a higher price.
Come on, George Coley isn't that kind of a guy.
You're not that kind of a guy. And so you want to believe the best about everyone else. And Eddie Jerome? Maybe the time has come to reach a certain understanding with Eddie.
What are you talking about?
Maybe Eddie wants to be taken care of.
Dorothy, you know I've never done business that way.
Maybe it's time you thought about
it.
What
are you saying?
I don't know, Dick. I
never heard you talk like that about things like bribery and...
I know. But maybe that's the way business has to be conducted these days. Maybe you and I have lived a kind of a charmed life so far. Maybe we were shielded from reality.
Look, I have always prided myself on being ethical and honest. Maybe I'm being punished for...
For what?
Hubris. Pride. Who knows?
Hello.
Who are you?
How did you get in? May I introduce myself? My name is Althea Beaumont. Your door was open, and so I...
What is it you want?
What do I want? First, may I sit down? Thank you. How are things at Richard F. Nelson and Company, manufacturers of fine furniture? Well, miss, it's Mrs. Although Mr. Beaumont has left us these past 5 years.
We don't want to seem inhospitable, but...
Of course. So, let us get to business.
Business?
Yes. That's why I'm here. Are you a furniture buyer, Mrs. Beaumont? By the end of the year, the Richard F. Nelson Company will need $1 million.
What are you talking about?
Salaries, accounts payable, loans due, and nothing is coming in.
What do you know about that?
It's true, isn't it?
Well, we have had a phenomenal streak of bad luck.
I know. And that's why I'm here. To reverse that streak. Who are you? No, reverse isn't quite the way to put it. Although that will happen. No, what I should have said is that I'm here to help you ride out that run of bad luck. In short, Mr. Nelson, I should like to offer you $1 million.
As a loan?
Oh, no, as a gift. Why would you want to make us a gift of $1 million? But, Dick, this woman is crazy.
Darling, that's no way to...
Of course it is. It's a sound, practical, feminine reaction. And you should verify me first. Here's my card. And here are some banks you should call, and this brokerage firm. I've authorized them to answer your questions. And I shall expect you to have lunch with me at my suite tomorrow at 1. But why should you want to give my husband $1 million? My dear Mrs. Nelson, should one look a gift horse in the mouth?
There are two schools of thought on that subject.
People like St. Jerome and Miguel Cervantes said no. On the other hand, had the men of ancient Troy been more scrupulous in the inspection of their gift horse, the Greeks would have lost the Trojan War. But who is this Mrs. Althea Beaumont who intends to offer $1 million to a complete stranger and for no apparent reason? We'll know more when I return in just a few moments with Act 2. Does luck, good or bad, follow a pattern? According to the law of averages, you're supposed to get an equal part of each over the course of your lifetime. And we even have testimony for this in the Bible. After all, the 7 fat years were followed by 7 lean. All of which is scant consolation to Richard F. Nelson, who has been having some problems lately.
Come in. Oh, welcome. Won't you both sit down, please? Now, Mr. Nelson, Mrs. Nelson, have you investigated me?
Well, we made some calls.
And we discovered that you're a fabulously wealthy woman, Mrs. Beaumont. Fabulously wealthy. Yes, you could put it that way. And so, you have ascertained that I am capable of giving you $1 million if I choose.
Yes, but we can't understand why should you choose...
Well, I expect you to perform a small service for me in return, of course. Are we supposed to sell our souls to the devil?
Dorothy.
What a remarkable notion.
Oh, please. I didn't mean it to sound that way, but what am I supposed to think? Out of a clear blue sky, a stranger offers us $1 million. And, well, these things only happen in books or plays where you have to make a bargain with the devil, don't they?
You need that $1 million, don't you, Mr. Nelson?
Yes. You said something about performing a small service.
Oh, yes. And I don't think it's too much to ask, considering that I'm willing to pay $1 million for it.
What do you want us to do?
Do you know Judge Walter K. Morrow?
No, he's my dearest, closest friend.
The judge has been like a father to Dick all these years.
What about the judge?
I want you to kill him.
Oh.
What did you say?
I believe you heard me.
Dick, I'm frightened. She's a mad woman.
I would disagree.
You can't be serious. Kill Judge Morrow?
For $1 million.
You are a sick woman.
It isn't worth $1 million to you?
I shall have to report this to the police.
What will you report to the police? Who would believe such a ridiculous-sounding accusation?
Then you admit it's ridiculous.
No. I only said it sounds ridiculous.
I don't believe we have anything further to discuss.
I agree. We have discussed enough for one day. Sleep on it.
Mrs. Beaumont, you are an evil, vicious woman.
You may feel differently tomorrow.
About murder? Never.
You know where to find me.
I'm sorry, Dick. We can't afford you anymore.
I counted on that order.
The merchandise is just too expensive.
But it's highest quality. It's the best workmanship, the raw materials.
I know, but we can't sell it. Maybe the public doesn't appreciate it.
Look, isn't there any way that we can do some business this year?
Well, you'd have to give us a better price.
How much better?
Say, 30% better?
30%? How can I do 30% better?
Cut corners.
Cut corners? Take out the quality?
Our customers don't understand quality. Therefore, we don't demand it. And so you don't have to put it in.
I wouldn't know how to do business that way.
I understand your problem. But you have to understand my problem.
Yes, look, let me think about it. Maybe I can figure something out.
I sure hope so. Goodbye.
It won't work.
What?
You can't compete with the cutthroats.
How did you get in here?
You didn't come to see me.
I have nothing to see you about.
So I decided to make it easier for you. I came to your office.
Tell me, why do you want Judge Morrow murdered?
I don't like him.
And for that reason?
I can afford to indulge my emotions.
But why offer me $1 million to do it? Surely you could hire some gangster to do it for a lot less money.
It has to do with what you were just talking about on the phone. Quality.
Quality?
Yes. Because this murder would be meaningless if it didn't have a certain quality.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what your motive is.
Ah, Richard. Richard. Don't I look familiar?
No, I can't say that I ever...
Look closely, Richard. You don't recognize me?
I don't seem to.
How many people have ever called you Richard? And how many girls have you ever known who were called Althea? You've blocked it, and her, completely from your mind, haven't you?
Althea?
To Althea from Prison by Richard Lovelace. Stone walls do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage. Minds innocent and quiet, take that for a hermitage.
Good Lord.
If I have freedom in my love and in my soul, am free, angels alone that soar above enjoy such liberty.
It's Althea.
What a coincidence. Your name was Richard and my name was Althea, and we pretended that you were that poet, that wonderful 17th century poet. How old were we?
Althea.
Just 18.
You can't be Althea.
You were the wealthy college boy, and I only a townie who worked at the coffee shop. Oh, how I loved you, Richard. You were so different from every boy I'd ever known.
Please, Althea.
You introduced me to art, music, poetry, and now you don't even remember.
I do, I remember.
Do you remember the day that I told you
Althea, don't.
I loved you so much, Richard? I loved you so much. Let me refresh your memory.
Althea, please.
We were walking in the woods, and we came to our favorite spot.
Althea, darling.
Tell me you love me, Richard. Oh, tell me.
I love you.
Richard.
What's the matter, darling? What is it?
Well,
Something wrong?
I guess it all depends on the way you look at it.
You're acting so mysterious.
I suppose I am. It is the eternal mystery, the age-old mystery, the ever-new mystery of life and birth.
Althea, what are you saying?
I'm saying that you and I are going to...
Althea.
Are you sorry, Richard?
Sorry? Oh, my darling. Darling, I'm so happy. Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, we'll have to get married.
Oh, Richard.
You're the only girl I've ever loved, Althea. We're going to be married sooner or later. Okay. Sooner is greater.
That was on a Sunday. I remember it. It was my day off. And you said that you were going home to break the news to your legal guardian, Judge Morrow. And the following week you came back, and the distinguished jurist. He was with you. It must have been quite a week, because...
At 18, marriage is out of the question for Richard.
But we're going to have a baby. Richard, aren't you going to say anything?
Why, dear girl, you gambled and lost.
What does that mean?
Don't force me to be blunt.
Richard, what we did was because we were in love. Tell him that, Richard.
Richard cannot and must not marry you. It will destroy his career and the plans I've made for him.
Richard, aren't you going to say anything?
Richard and I have discussed this matter from every viewpoint, and we have reached the same conclusion.
Richard, please, Richard, I won't let you leave me. I won't give you up. I'll kill myself.
Althea, no.
Be quiet, Richard. We have here a determined and consummate little actress.
Judge,
Richard, we discussed this thoroughly. We arrived at a conclusion.
But I've changed my mind.
Then I shall change mine.
Please, Judge.
I keep reminding you constantly that you are to receive the bulk of your father's fortune at my discretion.
But I love her.
Of course you love her. But I'm sure she loves you. But your children, both of you, still children. And you've been playing an adult's game.
But I can't give her up.
I realize that I sound like a villain, but somebody has to take the mature approach. Now, Althea, we'll take care of all your expenses.
I don't want your money.
There's no reason why Dick shouldn't pay for his mistake.
Mistake? Richard, tell me, was it a mistake? Was it? Tell me.
Althea.
I see. I want you both to leave this place this minute.
Althea.
Get out.
No, Althea, we're just trying to do the right thing.
I said get out. And one day, I promise you, I'll pay you back. I will pay both of you back. And here I am, Richard, ready to keep my promise.
Althea, what happened to the child?
Do you really care?
Yes. The day doesn't go by that I don't think about.
I don't know what happened to the baby. In those days, they made you give them up. It isn't the way it is today. Back then, it was a shame, a sin, a stigma for an unmarried girl. Who knows what happened to him?
Althea, it's over. And I've suffered as much as you have.
Oh, no, you haven't. Believe me, you haven't.
You don't look as if you're suffering.
Oh, I'm the elegant lady now. But I had 10 bad years before I met Jack Beaumont. He was attracted to me because I reminded him of a half-drowned kitten, Jack Beaumont. Have you ever heard of him?
No,
Happy Jack, the wildcatter. One day the drill would strike oil, he'd be worth millions. The next day he'd be flat broke. Fortunately for me, he died on a day he was rich.
Althea, I have repented every waking and every sleeping moment.
Have you?
Look, what I did to you was wrong. I've spent my life trying to make up for it.
Have you?
I've tried to be honest, to be ethical. Ask about me. Ask anyone in town. I'm the most trustworthy...
You're a phony. When I was a child, I was impressed. But the truth is, Richard, you are a hollow man. You have no real convictions. In the end, you'll always sell yourself to the highest bidder.
Excuse me. Hello?
Mr. Nelson, I have Mr. Southworth on the phone.
Oh, from the bank. Tell him I stepped out of the office.
But he says it's very important.
I'm out of the office and I can't talk to him.
You have some notes overdue at the bank.
How do you know?
I own the bank.
What?
I'm the majority stockholder. And next week, Southworth will have to call in these notes, or else.
You own the bank?
Yes. Yes, I also recently acquired Imperial Furniture. And my new manager was instructed to hire your foreman, Jerry Rizzo.
Oh, so that's how...
I also have a controlling interest in Western States merchandisers. I don't think they'll be buying from you in the future, or at least until I give them the word.
Did you also buy up George Cawley's mill?
George Cawley? No, I don't know about that. Well, it goes to show you bad luck is contagious. You won't need me to destroy you. From now on, it can be a snowball rolling downhill, but we can always break up that snowball before it gets out of control. Just kill Judge Morrow for me.
No, I'll never do it. Never, as we all know, is a long, long time. Actually, it's the same as forever. And things have a way of falling into different perspectives. And circumstances can alter cases. Man is nothing if not flexible. Well, will he or won't he? The third act is coming up in just a few moments. Talk about morality. But what is morality? It comes from the Latin mores, which means customs. In other words, what the majority believes is moral. Now, if we are having this searching analysis of morality, it's only because Mr. Richard F. Nelson is undergoing the same process. Mr. Nelson is in danger of losing everything he cherishes unless he commits murder. And murder, as we all know, is not moral. So, what is morality?
Dick?
Yes?
I was at the club today, and I signed for lunch.
Oh?
And as I was leaving, John, the manager took me aside and said you hadn't paid our dues and that we were 3 months.
Yes, I know.
Dick, I don't want to be embarrassed, so won't you take care of it?
Wait a minute. Dorothy, is it possible that you don't know what's happening?
Dear, surely we can pay our dues.
We're going to have to resign from the club.
Well, that's impossible. Do you realize my family has always... Well, my grandfather was one of the founders.
We simply no longer can afford it.
What am I going to say to people?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Well, there's no way to talk to me.
Look, you're going to have to sign this paper for me.
Why?
I'm taking a second mortgage on the house, and I need your signature.
But this is really my house.
Dorothy, I have a note coming due at the bank.
Daddy gave it to us for a wedding present, but he really meant for me to have
My
it.
darling, we are facing bankruptcy.
I don't understand.
This Althea Beaumont woman is out to destroy us.
But why? What have you ever done to her?
Nothing. Now, look. I can make it, despite everything, with the mortgage on the house, so we can pawn some of your jewelry.
But...
We have no choice, darling. Just a minute.
Hello, Dick. Mind if I come in?
Well, Judge, of course. Well, how about joining us for dinner?
Judge, how good to see you.
Oh, I'm on my way up to the country to spend a little time by myself in the cabin.
Are you all right?
Well, you know how it is. You get to be my age, and any day can be your last.
Oh, Judge, you mustn't talk like that.
Well, anyhow, I thought I'd drop in and let you know the bridge game for tomorrow night has to be canceled.
Oh, that's all right.
What's all this Southworth tells me?
Southworth?
Yeah, at the bank. You seem to be running into some cash flow problems.
Oh, well, we've had a few reverses, Judge. Matter of fact, I was thinking of asking you for a loan.
Me?
Where else can I turn?
My boy, 15 years ago, I gave you all the money you were ever going to get from me.
Now, Judge, times happen to be very tough.
It's tough times that bring out the best in people. That's when you develop character.
But I have some unusual problems.
I could do the easy thing, Dick, and give you the money, but you get out of this yourself. Now, you've got the stuff, and you'll see. You'll both thank me for it later.
Seems I remember I once heard you say that before.
You may have. And I was right, wasn't I? Well, goodbye. I'll probably be back for the weekend.
What is he talking about?
Oh, nothing. All right, now I can raise $80,000 on the house, and the jewels would be another $50,000. And we have the Persian rugs and the porcelain and the silver.
Dick!
I'll be able to pay the interest and meet the payroll. All I need is some breathing room, Dorothy, and I'll beat this thing. Just stand by me, darling. Stand by me, promise.
I promise.
Ah, Mrs. Nelson. Mrs. Richard F. Nelson.
May I come in, Mrs. Beaumont?
Oh, forgive me. Of course. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Why are you out to destroy us?
Us? Oh, I have nothing against you, Dorothy.
What have you got against my husband?
That's private.
Private?
Yes. Has he asked you to come to his rescue?
What are you talking about?
Let me do you a good turn.
Why would you want to do me a good turn? Especially since you are resolved to destroy my husband.
Save yourself.
What?
The ship is sinking. Get on the lifeboat. So far, it's a rather roomy and comfortable lifeboat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Travel in the same circles. Mingle. Try to meet a man of your own position. Marry again.
I happen to love my husband.
That's an interesting word. Happen. You happen to love Richard. By the same happenstance, you'll come to love someone else. I should know. It happened to me. Richard isn't worth it.
Since you are a woman of no morality, love is foreign to your understanding.
Of course. Well, here's the position. You can strip yourself clean in a vain attempt to salvage Richard's business.
I have confidence in Richard.
I hope so. Think it through. You won't have a penny to your name, and neither will Richard. Are you equipped for a life of poverty, Mrs. Nelson?
It's a woman's duty to stand by her husband.
You show promise and even progress. First you would stand by him because you love him, now because it's your duty.
Yes, indeed. We are really getting somewhere. You lied to me. Why? Why did you lie to me?
How could I tell you the truth?
You were the father of her child. Oh, good Lord, it sounds like a melodrama.
I was young, stupid.
Now you're older and not much wiser.
Didn't you ever make a mistake?
Yes, I married you.
Dorothy.
I guessed wrong. I never had the courage to bring it out into the open. But now I can face it. My share of our money won't save you.
Dorothy, you have to help me. I have nowhere else to go.
Yes, you have.
What are you saying?
You know what I'm saying.
Are you telling me to kill Judge Morrow?
I'm only saying you have an alternative.
Do you think for one moment that I would?
I don't know. I just can't stand any more of this. It's impossible for me to stay with you any longer. Just as it was impossible for you to stay with her once. Have you told them they're not getting paid this Friday?
No. What business is it of yours?
My bank holds your note. Oh, poor Richard. Actually, there can be plenty of money here by Friday and plenty of orders.
You get out of here before I forget I'm a gentleman.
Are you going to shoot Judge Morrow for me, Richard?
I won't even dignify that with an answer.
It would be different if you really had scruples, but in the end, you always do what's best for Richard.
You don't know me. I made an adolescent mistake. I'm different now.
Actually, the trouble is the judge. He talked you out of marrying me. What business was it of his? You married Dorothy. Did she really love you? Oh, yes, in her way. But where is she now, Richard? You're in a jam. The judge could help you. Has he offered to lend you even one copper penny?
I'll starve if I have to.
Brave word.
And I mean them. I'll get a job.
Doing what?
Anything.
Oh, those anything jobs won't support you at the country club.
I don't need the club. I won't commit murder.
Southworth will have to close you down on Friday.
Let him close me then and be damned.
Richard F. Nelson and Company, fine furniture, the end of 4 generations.
So be it. Hello? Oh, yes, Judge.
I'm feeling kind of poorly.
What's wrong?
Old age, mostly, I guess. Why don't you take a run up here tomorrow and keep me company a bit?
Oh, Judge,
I really appreciate it.
All right.
Good boy, Dick.
Well, that was the author of all your problems. Why don't you go up there and kill him?
I don't have to kill him. And I've got the last laugh on you. It looks like he's going to die soon, and he's leaving everything to me.
Oh, I'm afraid he isn't.
Oh, but he promised me.
Did he? Barrows and Connolly are his attorneys. They also represent a company of mine. I've been able to ascertain that most of his money is going into a foundation to help needy law students.
What? But
he's not going to leave you anything. But why should you care? After all, you still have your integrity.
Why do you want me to kill him?
He deserves to die. He's an evil, meddling old man.
That's not for us to judge.
I know, but we do it all the time.
Althea, isn't there any tenderness left? Any memory at all of the sweet times we knew when we were young?
The judge will die soon anyhow. He has to. He's sick. It isn't as if you were robbing a man of full, rich life.
I don't want to hear anymore.
Who's to know? Who's to suspect? They'll think it was some prowler, a burglar. There's no one up there.
I don't even have a gun.
I do. I have it ready and waiting.
Althea, this is monstrous.
Of course. But it's not your first. After all, you abandoned me, didn't you?
How do I know I can trust you?
You can trust me.
How do I know?
I keep my promises, don't I? Years ago, I promised I'd pay both of you back. I'm keeping it.
Althea, isn't there any way?
We're wasting time. Tonight is when we should do it. When we get there, I'll give you the revolver and I'll tell you exactly what to say.
Who's there? I say, who's there?
It's me, Judge.
Oh, Dick. I thought you weren't coming up until tomorrow.
Here, let me turn on the light.
Who's that with you?
You don't remember me, Judge?
Oh, who are you?
I'm the girl who gambled and lost.
Stop talking in riddles.
I'm Althea, Judge. The town girl who wasn't good enough to marry Richard.
Dick, what's the meaning of...
The meaning is that I promised to pay you back, and I'm giving Dick $1 million to kill you.
This is crazy.
Show him the revolver, Richard.
This is a joke.
Nobody should joke with a loaded .38 in his hand.
Dick, after all I've done for you...
What have you done for him lately?
I swear to you, I'll leave you everything in my will. Here, I'll even write it out now and sign it.
Can you give him $1 million? No, you don't have that much, and that's my bid.
Dick, you can't kill me. I've known you since you were...
Shoot him.
I can't. He looks at me like that. I can't.
Southwest will foreclose in the morning. Shoot him.
No. Don't.
I can't kill him. I can't. I don't want your money.
That's childish. You need money for so many things. Payroll, the bank loan. Shoot him.
No, Richard.
Shoot him.
I'm sorry.
Please, Richard.
You're a meddling old fool.
No.
Richard, get angry.
You ruined my life.
That's it.
On account of you, I lost the only girl I ever loved.
No.
Why shouldn't I kill for $1 million? I ought to kill you for nothing.
Bravo, Richard. Bravo.
He doesn't die. Look at him. He doesn't die.
Richard.
You're wasting your time, Richard. Those are blank cartridges.
Blanks?
I proved my point. You are a scoundrel. And now I am over you completely.
Over me?
If only you had told me to take my money and go to blazes. If only you had meant it. Well, goodbye, Richard. Goodbye, Judge. I hope you will remain fast friends.
No, they didn't. And Richard's wife left him, too. But you know, Althea did pay him the $1 million. After all, he kept his part of the bargain. It was she who loaded the dice. Or we should say, the gun. I'll be loading up with some information for you when I return shortly. I wouldn't do it for $1 million. Have you ever said that? Be careful. Someone might just happen along and offer you the $1 million, and then where would you be? Morality. We're still no further along, are we? Does it go deep, or is it a veneer? I suppose it all depends. We have these and similar problems that are aired here 7 times each week. Our cast included Mandel Kramer, Patricia Elliott, Catherine Byers, Robert Dryden, and Matt Poland. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Yes?
It's Gino. You alone?
Yeah. Oh, Gino, you...
Hold it, baby, hold it. Just tell me one thing.
Only after you tell me. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Now it's your turn. What bank do I use?
Honey, are you still all cooked
Never
up?
mind that. What bank?
Second National, but I want to know...
Okay, babe. All I need to know. The vault manager recognized me, and the sheet I had to sign had earlier signatures on it by Gino himself. What I forged was close enough, and the box had just what I figured. I didn't stop to count the money. What was more interesting was a list of names and the whole structure of the organization. And what was most interesting after I put the box back and came out was meeting myself.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Sign-Off, the Sinus Medicines, and Buick Motor Division. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.